It's time to unlock the other story lock, the third one. Or technically number 2, but it is the third one we unlock. It should be... Which one is this? This is chapter 15. Oh, I have to go down. Down, 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 down. There it is. Reach ending 100. And I have done that. So we can now go up dance that. What are you gonna do tonight, Hiriko? The same thing we do every night, Takumi. Try to take over the world. No, no. We're gonna go stop X. Totally. Definitely not just set off the emotions of the mystery roots. There's the lock. And now it's open. Day 24. Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Feels like your mind's somewhere else. Yeah, the thing is... I know this is sudden, it'll probably sound weird, but I figured it out. I think I know who's behind the murders in the mystery timeline. I know who X is. It's Kako. You knew? Practically, it's a key-possessed version of her. A Kakuchi, to borrow the term you came up with yesterday. How long have you known that?
Oh.
The whole time. Ever since I got my memories back on day 3. Why didn't you say anything? You never asked. Why do you know it all of a sudden? I saw it in a dream. I guess it's more like some memories from that timeline came back to me. That explains why you've been so spacey. Trying to get too fixated on it. Concentrate on tonight's sleep. Can't just turn off my emotions, especially when those memories, some of the things I saw.
Oh.
It's Nozomi, isn't it? Feeling bad about not being able to save her. Takumi, why are we leaping tonight? To catch X, to stop Kakuji. What will happen when we do that? A new branch of the mystery timeline will be created, where Ava and the others survive and Nozomi won't have to die. Good boy, you finally get it. Exactly, focus on making that a reality. This is our chance to get back at the Gi for everything they've done to us. Of course, the one we'll be facing won't have actually killed anyone yet. Maybe, but I'm still not letting you off the hook. Well said. Interesting to see what happens here, because last time the timeline didn't diverge or anything. We just solidified it. But now, it's 4:13 a.m. Two of us had already put on our leap suits. Here goes adjusting the time machine settings. I decided to ask her a few things, just to make sure everything was clear. So we're leaping to the Hunt mystery timeline. No, there's no Kakuji there at this point. Alright. The Gi possessed Kako isn't actually the mystery Kako. She came from another timeline. Maybe I should say she was sent there. Sent by, well... I know, by me. That version of me thought she was doing the right thing. But had serious consequences for the mystery timeline. All the more reason why I have to fix this. It was my mistake. This is the least I can do to atone for it. Yeah, it's from you from the 9B timeline. The one we did a recent while ago, the ghost timeline. So the timeline we're leaping to is... the Box of Calamity timeline. Looked at the time in my helmet window. It was 4:15 a.m. Hiriko and I looked eyes and nodded. Okay. Alright, let's go. Here we go through the timeline. Da 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 da. Through time and space. We're here. Yeah, I know I said this last time, but it barely feels like it went anywhere. That's just how it works. Get used to it. What's our plan for catching Kakuji? Me from this timeline, Hiriko 3, will be here soon. She'll have knocked Kakuji out with an anesthetic. Are we gonna keep coming up with these names every time? Are we gonna have a Hiriko 5 and Takumi 8 at some point? So she's bringing her here to send her to another timeline. Hiriko nodded, her helmet moved up and down slightly. When's she coming? I don't remember the exact time, around 5 a.m. I think. We're just going to wait around until then? Yes, we can hide somewhere we won't be spotted. What about our suits? Best to keep them on. If she feels threatened, Hiriko 3 might use her Himarama to attack us. So we waited. Things didn't go exactly according to plan. Can we just talk to her, explain things like, hey, don't send her over here, send her to this place instead, we'll take care of her. 5 a.m. arrived, and there was still no sign of Hiriko 3. We waited 5 minutes more, and another 5. By 5:15 a.m., I couldn't take the numb feeling in my legs anymore. Gonna go take a look outside. Keep an eye on things in here, okay? What? Wait. I'll be right back, I promise. Uh-oh. Outside to find countless drops of water falling from the sky. That rain stuff again. Right, it rains on day 24. Looked around, but didn't see anyone anywhere. If Hiriko 3's coming, it'll be from that direction. Took off down a nearby street to check. Still no sign of Hiriko 3, or Kakoji for that matter. Oh, that's right, because Takumi comes over and runs into a person in the suit. That happens here. Started the fastest way to leave out from the school. Maybe something happened that way, made her take another route. Walked to the nearest crossroads and decided to take a look down one of the other streets. Up, there's the other Takumi. And then I saw someone. They were standing there looking right at me. The sun still wasn't up. The rain didn't help visibility at all. Because of that, I couldn't make out who it was.
Is that Hiriko 3? No, she'd be carrying Kakoji. So,
Something clicked, then everything became clear.
it's me. That's the me from the Box of Calamity timeline. Takumi 3.
When I put that together, I took off down one of the ruined streets.
Hey!
He ran after me. The rain was stronger now, but it wasn't slowing him down. He caught up with me. It caused a lot of problems. I had to throw him off. But how? Hard to think of something as I headed down the road to the lab. Jumped over a puddle and ran a good 60 feet. And there's a dull thud behind me. I spun around to see what happened. Lying there on the soaking wet sidewalk was Takumi 3. He wasn't moving, and there was somebody else there too. Is it Hiriko? Must be Hiriko. She stood over Takumi 3 and looked down at him. He looked up at her and croaked out a single word in a weak, faltering voice.
Who?
He never finished his question. The next moment his eyes glazed over and he passed out. Yep, that's that done. Was it okay to leave him there like that? Moved him inside a building with a roof. That's good enough. Come on, we have to get back to the lab. Right. Head back to the lab and into the PLM room. There was nobody there. But something was strange. The air was somewhat hazy, almost as if... Oh no. What? Hiriko rushed over to the control console and began furiously typing on the keyboard. Damn it, we're too late. What's wrong? I checked the log. The machine was last used 10 minutes ago. What? How? One person made the leap, but his destination was the Hunt Mystery Timeline. You know what that means? Kakoji's gone? Just in the last 10 minutes? I'm afraid so. Hiriko 3 must have arrived and sent her away while we were outside. No. Didn't have time to stand around and feel sorry for ourselves. We needed to get acting fast. I have to go too. The followers of the Hunt Mystery Timeline and... Hiriko shook her head. We can't. Hi. Look at the display in her helmet. Keeps track of blood space wave activity. You're looking pretty low. We won't be able to leap again for a while. It's 2 days until they'll be strong enough again. 8:10 p.m. on day 26. So we're... Yes. We're going to be stuck here for a while. In the Box of Calamity timeline. Got to be kidding. Here can I discuss what we should do next. Eventually we decided to carry Takumi 3 back to the school. Couldn't just leave him out there in the ruins all night. With Takumi 3 hoisted on my back, made our way back to Last Defense Academy. The sun was coming up by the time we arrived. The morning announcement will be playing soon. I have to hurry. How about you help me with this guy then? Excuse me, carry your luggage. That's your job, servant. Down with the servant stuff. Just who do you think I am anyway? My servant, of course. Was I not clear? Would you prefer a lackey? Shh. Took Takumi 3 back to his room. And put him to bed. Ah, sleepy.
There. That should do it.
No, he looks so pitifully vulnerable sleeping like that. I wish we could stay to draw something on his face. But we don't have the time. We have to leave before the others start waking up.
Right.
Let's get going.
Back on the road to the lab, Hiriko suddenly came to a halt. You still don't have all your memories back yet, do you? Huh? We're in the Box of Calamity timeline right now. What's that? If you don't remember, that's alright. We can probably chalk it up to leap damage. What do you mean? It's not important. Forget I said anything. Why? She began walking again, clearly unable to discuss the matter further. What does she mean? I was confused and she strode further and further ahead of me. What had just happened? We arrived back in the lab, and we did what little we could. Namely, we took off our suits, hung them up, and caught our breath. Once that was done, we were at a loose end. We had nothing to do and way too much time on our hands. Just have to wait things out here for the next 2 days. And next sleeps at 8 p.m. on day 26. It's more like 2.5. Don't quibble over details. What difference does it make? So how are we going to kill time until then? Another 20 questions. I gotta get bored of that after 5 minutes. I'd like to lick my boots then. It was the last time we spoke to each other that day. The next few hours we sat on in silence, letting time pass us by.
Uh,
10 o'clock, I'm getting pretty hungry.
Oh.
Me too, go find some food somewhere and cook it for me. Somewhere? Some of the town ruins, sometimes you find old canned food around. How did you go look for some yourself? I'm not a servant here. How's the last straw? It's all your fault, you know. What is?
Hey!
Us missing Kakoji, I told you to wait here. Plus, spaceways were about to fade out. What was I supposed to do? I waited and waited, and you still didn't come back. So I went outside to try and find you. When I saw Takumi 3 chasing you, I knew I had to do something. So I went around him and up into one of the buildings. That would have caught up to you if I hadn't knocked him out with that nice clean knee drop to the back of his head. Don't you get it? I did all of this to save you. And now you're saying it's all my fault. Here goes Terry, it seems to just jog something losing my mind. Of course, how could I forget something so important? Is it leap damage again? What's the matter? I remember something about day 24 in this timeline. It was on 4 p.m. and when I saw Takumi 3, I saw Hiroko 3 leaving the school grounds. Didn't realize it at the time, but she must have been carrying Kakoji too. I wonder what she was up to when I followed her. Then I spotted someone in the leap suit in the city ruins. Of course, I didn't know what the suit was back then or who was inside it, but I do now. That was me from the steady fundamental timeline. Takumi 1, the version of me I am now. You don't get your flashbacks to the time. Didn't get our flashbacks to the timeline yet, no. I don't need to tell you the rest. Somebody hit me with a nice clean knee drop to the back of my head. It's weird, isn't it? Why is history repeating itself like this? Same thing happened in the Killer Zombie timeline.
Oh.
So what are you getting at? It's like we're in rails, just acting out a predetermined series of events. Same goes for us failing to stop Kakoji leaving this timeline. Feel like we're reenacting a version of history that's already happened. Or that we're being railroaded so things play out the way they're supposed to. Is anything we're doing making a difference? Is it even possible for us to change history? Not this again. We've been over this already. Over in the Killer Zombie timeline. We saved Hiroko 2 and made Takumi 2 got treated. But enough! I can't keep talking on an empty stomach like this. Don't waste my few calories I have access to by making me repeat myself. I'm going to bed. Need to conserve our strength. Good night. Hiroko sulked away to a corner of the room and laid down with her back to me. I stared at her for a while, thought about what she'd said. According to her, Hiroko 2 was killed by Takumi 2 in the Killer Zombie line on day 16. But I had no memory of that happening. I really only had her word for it. Was it true or could Hiroko have been lying to me? Suddenly I became aware of the fragrance in the air. Felt familiar, almost nostalgic. The scent of lavender. Like in the 100 ending. At the very least, we weren't in any danger of dying of thirst. Rainwater had collected in the little halls of the ruins around us, giving us enough to stay hydrated. Food was another matter. The last time we had anything to eat was 2 nights ago. Feeling dizzy. I think my blood sugar's getting low. Stay here, I need to find something to eat soon. Here can I split up to look for food, but in the end... The whole day's almost gone. Have you been trying? I want to scream back. Of course I have. I'm just hungry as you are, you know, but I didn't have the energy. Didn't say anything. Hugo didn't press me. Heavy sounds settled over the two of us. Aww. Faint from hunger and exhaustion, we slowly made our way back to the lab and spent the next couple of hours there. Takumi, what time is it? Check for yourself. You got it built to your glasses, don't you? Too much trouble to raise my hand. Just tell me. Took my device over in the pocket and checked the time. It's 9:50 p.m. So the whole day before we can leave back.
Hmm.
I'm really worried about us back in Steady Fundamental. From their point of view, he just disappeared.
Oh.
Maybe they think we eloped together.
Hmm.
Kidding. Haha, just kidding, kidding, unless. Haha, JK. Sorry, I don't have the energy to laugh. Almost at my limit too. I don't think I can make it through these last 22 hours. What do you want me to do about it? We've already searched every inch of these old ruins. In that case, there's only one place we can go. Where's that?
Huh.
The place we're guaranteed to get a higher caloric intake. The school?
Huh?
Want to steal food from the cafeteria? You're that surprised. What did you think we were doing here? What happens on this day in the Box Calamity timeline? Yeah, it's just a normal day, right?
Huh.
What if someone sees us? That's why we got our leap suits on. Come on, let's go. Snuck along the hallway to the cafeteria and slipped inside, making as little noise as possible. Then we ransacked the place. Mostly took snacks and preserved food, stuff we wouldn't need to cook. Can we just eat it here? Take off our helmets? We'd be really screwed if anyone sees us. It's 11:10 p.m. The nighttime announcement was a while ago. Doesn't matter. Some of them are about to still be awake. You worry too much. It won't take long. Let's here go reset to remove our helmets. Someone comes in. Yep, it's Gaku, of course. He did mention something like this, didn't he? We took out fleeing as fast as we could. Even in our panic trying to get away, a thought occurred to me. Something happened this timeline with Gaku in the middle of the night.
I got kinda hungry, so I went to the cafeteria for some food, and when I turned around, there were two dark, shadowy figures standing at the back of the room.
Aw, poor guy. At least I knew whose shadow figures at me now. Fortunately, no one tried to follow us, but we weren't in the clear yet. Clutching our spools tight, we ran all the way back to the lab. After we filled our bellies, Hirko and I decided to take some well-earned rest. Spend most of the day 26 lounging around like giant pandas. Takumi keeps mentioning the lavender scent of the hair. Every time he mentions it, he always says, "It smells familiar," or like he always says he smelled it before or something. Yeah, I think that's true. I think it's supposed to be Hiroko, but, good question. Before we knew it, the sun had gone down and might have fallen. But Hiroko's already there in the Day 100 ending, so I don't get why that would be relevant. Feels weird. Time was 8:03 p.m. Soon the blood space waves would finally be strong enough for sleep again. Hiroko's setting it all up. I didn't want to distract her, but I still had some doubts. Going to hide mystery, right? Well, not quite. Should we be trying to stop Kakoji? Of course, but we're actually going to the mystery timeline. It's day 26. This is the day Haunted Mystery splits off into Haunted Mystery. Our original goal was to prevent the murders Kakoji produced in the mystery timeline. Now the timeline's branched off, we have to follow her there. Hiroko continued pushing buttons and typing commands, then stopped. No, this can't be. What's wrong? There's a lock on the mystery timeline. To put it simply, it's like when a phone blocks all incoming calls. Does that mean what I think it does? I'm afraid so. The machine won't let us sleep there. Did Kakoji do this? She must have. She's the only one in that timeline who knows this lab exists. He mentions that scent when Hiroko hugs him in Slasher. Mentioned it at the beginning of this route when you have the choice to kiss her. Ah, true. Then maybe it is like a thing where he's recalling that moment in the Slasher route when Hiroko hugs him and stuff. Maybe that's part of it. Like, he only notices it when she's close. He's smart too. I doubt it would take her long to figure out how the machine works. Kind of choice. We'll have to return to the Steady Fundamental for now and plan a new strategy. Then you're right. There's just 1 minute left until our leap. Everything was set up and ready to go. What are we going to tell everyone when we get back? I thought we went out to explore the ruins early on day 24 and got caught in the rain, and we were laid up with a fever until now. Fever so bad we couldn't move for the last 2 days. Nobody's going to buy that. I'm open to suggestions. Excuses and cover stories are your forte, not mine. Ah, true. Touché. While we were talking, the time changed. It was 10 p.m. 8:10 p.m. now. Okay, time to go home. It's late. Let's wait until tomorrow to discuss the Kakoji problem.
Huh?
Come with me. I'm going back to my room. Staggered back into the school grounds and made it up to the roof. But when we got there... Where have you two been?
Got idea how worried we were.
It's been 3 days. We're going out our minds looking out for you. Couldn't find any trace of you. Or started wondering if you eloped or something. Yep, they knew. Seriously? What if that were the case? You wouldn't have come back. What have you been doing? They have to ask. Feeding, seating, and breathing. What such indecency? Did you think of nothing else? That's fine. Might as well get it over with. Because we went out to explore the ruins on day 24. You guys remember how hard it was raining that day? We both caught a cold in it, and we were laid up with a fever until today. Everyone's faces had the same expression, blank astonishment. The silence only lasted for a moment. Is that all? Is that all?
Guess no helping at that. Don't let it happen again, okay? Well, stress is bad for my heart.
Unbelievable. They actually bought it.
Huh? What'd you say, Hiroko? They were stupid?
Nothing, don't worry about it. Anyway, we're sorry to worry you all this time. Me too, I apologize. I don't think I ever heard you apologize before. It was interest to you. Come on. Just then. Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt. Ava? You're here. I know this isn't, but I'm now a member of the STU. Perhaps you heard about it already. Perhaps I won't introduce myself to either of you yet. Promotion's done? I feel like that's a little faster than in the other timelines. Mr. Sumino, Miss Shizuhara, it's an honor to be working with you. I always told you before, you don't gotta be so formal around us. Yeah, we're all on the same team here. Just make sure to ignore any weird offers from the boys, okay? So I can get her to show me your boobs? Of course not.
I can't perform a vivisection on her.
Especially not that. But orders from us girls are okay. Ava, shake. Arf, arf. Kurata extended a hand. Ava knelt down and put her own hand on top of it. Okay. He's still weird and brainwashed, just a bit more accepted now. Oh, you're so adorable. Who's a good girl? Yes, you is. Yes, you is. She patted Ava's head. Ava herself knelt there with her tongue lolling an expression of pure ecstasy on her face. Oh, no. No. Let's not do this. Ew, I want to try too. Ava, do something more doggy style stuff. Doggy style, understood. Let Ava know. You must ignore strange orders from the girls as well. But I don't think set up a killing game with her. A killing game? That sounds lovely. I'd be glad to participate.
Don't really know what that means, do ya?
You should join too, Mr. Yakashichi. And you, Mr. Ginzaki.
Well, it's a little one where it hurts.
We can sort of in the mood, you two. Oh, is a killing game a contest to see who can kill the most invaders? It really does sound wonderful. Let's all kill lots of invaders together. Oh, I wasn't sure what happened. Well, it's not wrong. She's not wrong. I wasn't sure what happened in those 3 days that Hiroko and I had been gone. But it seemed like Ava had assimilated into the team just fine, even without our help. Team's back together. Do you celebrate the usual way? I'm down for that. Right, 1, 2, 3.
Special Defense Unit!
Yeah.
Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated!
Yay!
Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Cool. Everyone raised their voices. The cheers echoed out across the roof. Hiroko watched them with a mixture of confusion and relief.
I guess this is fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fine. Expression softened a little, and the Shimazu's group continued kidding around. Moving on to the next day. Bang bang. Sorry. Simina, Shizara, I assume you know why you're here. I need some extra players for a game of Mahjong. Of course not. This is about you unauthorized stay away from the school crowds. Was it our fault? we were on a regular exploration mission. Then we had to Akon prick our Dangletull's joint spigot with that prawn tackle. So if we had done that, the beverageous muffin hall would have rogered all over the Hampton box. But the prawn tackle is fine, but actually Akon pricking a Dangletull joint spigot was harder than we thought. It was a delicate work after all. In the end, it took us 3 whole days. Naturally, we were lying through our teeth. We were just making a bunch of nonsense words we could hope sounded convincing. We had a little strategy meeting before we could get our story straight. Had the intended effects here, and Nico was stunned into silence. Just to make sense of the gibberish we bombarded them with. You were waiting 30 seconds before they spoke again. So, what exactly is that Dangletull whatchamacallit? What does that beaver gas thing about you have to do with it?
Huh?
Even if you try to explain it, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't get it. Jeez. Fighters stay to deal with a certain phenomenon to prevent the entire Special Defense Unit from being wiped out. We knew about it thanks to our previous experiences in our time loop. Cause us no one to suffering in other timelines. So you're not there trying to save the rest of the team. Working at it hardly for 3 whole days. They both nodded. Our faces completely serious. I don't know about this. It does sound mighty suspicious. Oh, so that's your attitude, is it? In that case, maybe we'll stop sharing information about the enemy with you. Are you okay with that? Aye. When you want to prove Dolmini cognitive reconstruction therapy, process only made possible because of your mind device, isn't that right? I suppose so. Thanks to that, we pretty much save out much faster than we were expecting. It is so complete that we never have to worry about it coming undone. Fight is subjected to a very powerful mental shock, that is. You see what I'm saying? Takumi and I are on your side. We always have the team's best interests in mind. That's why how we made it all the way to day 27 without a single member entering total death. Fine, have it your way. If it'll help us win the war, anything goes. We'll do whatever you want. Well then. Yeah, you're off the hook. You're allowed to stay outside school grounds without prior notice. Just make sure you're here on battle days, alright? That worked. That's funny though. It is funny though, yeah. After finishing up our talk with Sir Inigo, Hiroko and I made our way to the library. Back to looking for reflections, huh? Don't want to find a way out of this loop, don't you? Yeah, of course, but will we really find it in that book? All we know is that Professor Inone was researching the time loop and wrote up his findings. Totally lead. Let's take that chance.
What are we going to do about Kakoji?
I don't know. I thought about it all last night, and I still haven't come up with anything.
When's the next time we can leave? Day 31, between 1:50 and 5:10 p.m. 4 days from now. We still can't lead to the mystery timeline. It's going to stay blocked off for the next 50 days. Why 50 days? When the timeline is locked, it automatically opens up again after the 50 days. If Kakoji left on day 24, it will be at least day 74 before we can follow her. We'd be way too late to stop her by then. Exactly. Honestly stumped. I have to put the whole Kakoji issue on hold for now. I know it's frustrating, but it's the only thing we can do. Kakoji still weighed heavily in my mind, but I tried to concentrate on searching for the book instead. Finding a way out of the loop was just as important, if not more so. I knew that I really did try to focus, but... This is so irritating! 60% of this shelf search and still nothing! Maybe it really isn't here. Don't say that, it's here. It has to be. How can you be so sure? Instinct. That's all? Don't underestimate my instincts. So many 40% we haven't checked yet. Hope you're right. Hope has nothing to do with it. What if it isn't here? What? No. What are you going to do if it's not here? How will you take responsibility for that? It's not making any sense. What am I even supposed to say here? Anyway, I'm done for today. Go do whatever you want until tomorrow. Yeah, gotta spend time with someone. What's that all about? Decided to ignore Hiroko's weird outburst for now. It's probably just stress of the last few days getting to her. Be evening soon. Yep. Free time. Now we're still missing one present for Kyoshika, aren't we? Yeah. Animal accessories. Is it gonna be the Tsuchinoko? It is, yes! Oh, that's fun. The Tsuchinoko keychain. Yeah. Cute. Still couldn't take my mind off the Kakuji problem, but it's like Hiriko said, there was nothing we could do. It did make finding the book my first priority. Who knows, maybe I'll come up with a way to deal with Kakuji while I'm searching. Got into bed and let the tide of sleep wash over me. And I continue on this big timeline. It's been really slow paced so far, but I don't mind because it's obviously a very busy route. It makes sense that it's like this. I haven't encountered any split yet, but part of me wonders if we're gonna have one with the whole timey-wimey stuff already happening. You're late, you blithering half-wit. Can I please take my time over breakfast? Get to work, you don't want to waste time talking. But 40% of the library is still to check. That metempsychosis book has to be in here somewhere. Give it your all and find it. Perfect reply, Hiriko disappeared into the upper part of the room. Her eyes looked bloodshot. She's just as stressed out today as she had been yesterday. Didn't want to think about how she'd react if we didn't find the book today. Now I need to let that happen and plunged into the research, trembling with a kind of desperate determination. The day we're on, at the moment I've been dreading finally arrived. Oh. No. Can't take this anymore. I'm going to burn all these books to ashes. Oh, countdown, Hiriko. You still got like 30% to go. You still have a chance to find it and... No. You've been searching for days. There's still no sight of it. It's not in here. Won't know that for sure until we checked for it all. Why is he so panicked over this? Somewhere along the way, our roles have been reversed. How did that happen? We'll just have to order it online. Surely we have Amazon on this stupid planet. I don't think they deliver out here. No, not even with Amazon Prime. Now what do you do? If we can't find that book, we're stuck in this loop forever. Oh no. I'm going back to my room. Take the rest of the day off. Be seeing you. Takumi mentioned that what they're doing probably isn't changing anything because everything still goes wrong in these timelines. Takumi becomes a killer, Kako still gets sent to another timeline, Kako still gets killed in killing games. Yep. I think that is part of it. It is self-fulfilling in a way, which is interesting. Because we're already dealing with this messed up chronology where something technically happens before, because it is a time loop. What should I do now? Like, the logistics of this is insane. It's hard to fathom even, but it's interesting. It's fun in that way. Anyway, since the army's dead in a lot of timelines, let's get her... Pressing Eroge? That's a good one. Let's try to max her out just while we can, because she's not going to be around for a lot of other routes. Otherwise, it's, yeah. Hey, we try to go for Kyoshika after that, since she's also kind of dead on a lot of routes.
How do you know me so well?
Reflections on a impressatory metempsychosis is still a no-show. Is it in the library or not? Because in those timelines, we sometimes see two people with leap suits. Then bad stuff still happens despite them fixing it. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's gotta be predetermined stuff. We also know that I think they're gonna jump to the zombie timeline at some point on, like, day 40. That day Yugami shows up, they knock out Takumi, remember? They also show up in the Kill Game timeline early on to inject Takumi with stuff. To, like, sedate him. That's what they do. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of, we know that they're gonna go to other timelines now based on our own information. Come too far to give up now. I'll see the search through to the very end. Will there could be this tomorrow? Good question. Day 29. After breakfast, I made my way back to the library. Somebody else was there already. They had their back to me. It was clearly a girl with long dark hair. Hey, Hiriko, good to see you. Someone that was, she turned out, but it wasn't Hiriko. Oh, it was Ava. Good morning, Mr. Sumino. Oh, did Hiriko send Ava here to do it for her?
Huh?
Ava, what are you doing here? Studying. I thought it would be useful if I knew more about your culture and customs. How about you? There's a chance you knew something about the book I needed. Wouldn't do any harm to ask anyway. Have you ever heard of a book called Reflections on Impressatory Metempsychosis? And with that for a moment, then shook her head. No, I haven't. I'm sorry.
Huh?
That's too bad. Don't suppose you know anything about time loops? Oh, yes, I know all about them. What? It's where young men and women go wild together in a swimming facility after dark, with colorful lights everywhere. It's an evening of debauchery and hedonism. Isn't that right? It's a night pool, not a time loop. Got the last word backwards. Oh. Clearly, Ava didn't know anything that could help me. I must be going. I have to give Miss Ozuki a massage later. Why am I not surprised? Please excuse me. Even in this town where we're all doing completely fine, Ava still has to be brainwashed like this. It's kind of sad. As soon as Ava left the room, someone else appeared from behind the stacks.
Huh?
Hiriko? How long have you been there? Oh, well, I skipped breakfast and came here first thing this morning. So you heard me talking just now. Of course. You should be more careful. Mentioning the loop could have unintended consequences. The loop and Crypto Globe are connected, so I thought Ava might know something about it. But she didn't. Leaking information to her only makes things riskier for us. I just asked about them in general. Didn't tell her we were stuck in one and she'd be fine. Hiroko furrowed her brow. Fine. Let's just get started on work for today. Right. Reflections on impressatory metempsychosis. Here we come. However, things start to look bad, aren't they? Yeah, so we're supposed to around 80% of what's here, just 20% to go. What if we ask the others for help? How are we supposed to explain what we're doing without telling them about the loop or our parallel leaping? Maybe it's time we did tell them. Did you forget what I told you back on day 11? Telling them practically guarantees the worst possible outcome. I've lived through 146 loops. There's never been a single exception. On our own, then. Yes, we'll have to hope for the best from this remaining 20%. Uh-oh. Hugo and I left the library and I went back to my room. Part of me wanted to keep searching for it right up until nighttime, but I knew that wouldn't be practical. The strength of my bonds with my other teammates if we were going to work together effectively. Guess I should go find someone to hang out with. I really want to clean up, head out my runs like usual. Just the two of us. It get better if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Okay, let's go try to see if we can finish up the army. Okay. Let's get that depressing arrow guy.
How do you know me
Yep.
so well? Have you been stuck?
Oh, still need one more. Ding dong, bing bong.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit.
We'll probably finish the search for the library in another 2 days. If we still haven't found the book after that, then I'll deal with that when the time comes. Try not to think about what the future might hold. Count asleep until I fell asleep. Day 30. We're approaching the worst case scenario. It wasn't a sure thing just yet, but the little hope we had was dwindling away rapidly. Evening had already arrived. Hiroko and I stopped searching for books and regrouped. The seconds ticked by in silence. She didn't have to say anything. I knew what she was thinking. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll be in the last 10%. Really think so? Yes, absolutely. Words didn't do a lot to reassure her. She turned to me with a weird expression, like she was carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. Takumi, do you believe in miracles? I wasn't prepared for a question like that. I had no idea how to answer it.
I think if you keep believing in something for long enough, you can make it happen. You can absolutely overcome any obstacle in your way. I don't know if that counts as a miracle or not, but it's good enough for me.
Aww. A sweet little moment. Did you steal that line from someone? It's far too philosophical for a servant like you. At least that's what I usually say. But I'm not in the mood for it today. What? Alright, that's sad. I'll believe too.
Huh?
In miracles? No, not miracles. What I want to believe in is... She stared at me intensely. I froze up gulping nervously and then... Phew, that was a close one. I was about to start spouting corny lines myself. In love? Do you believe in love, Hiroko? In loving that certain red-haired cute boy you're talking to right now? Could have been my imagination, but it looked like Hiroko's blushing just a little. The power of love. All I can do now is push through to the end. The day after tomorrow, that is. The day after tomorrow. Tomorrow's no good. We have other plans, remember? I gotta go to another timeline. Exactly, that means we can leap again. Where are you going this time? Haven't decided yet. Let's talk about it tonight. Okay, see you after dinner, in the usual place. Sounds good. Part of ways with Hiroko and return to my room for hanging out on my usual rounds. Free time. We should max out the army this time, for sure.
How do you...
There you go. Max Bond.
You're all such good people working hard to protect the ones you love. I don't even know what I'm living for in the first place. I stay with a dad who doesn't work and annoys the heck out of me. He used to be nice. Until Mom left. And that's when he stopped working. Mom ran away with a younger man she met at her workplace. Gross! I hope they all die in a fire. Nah, I don't actually want them to die. I wouldn't mind dying myself, though. Does that mean I love them? I'm too stupid to figure that out. Wow, I've never told anyone about this except you, Takumi. Why is it so easy to spill my guts to you? Anyway, thanks. I feel like I can keep going because of you.
Oh, okay, that's just really sweet. Yay, our bond grew stronger. Ew, bless Hiroko feeling things. Yep, exactly. The lovey-doveys. Hiroko, I noticed something on my device earlier. Take a look. Share to the screen. It's currently displaying the map of the different timelines. This is the Hunt Mystery route. What about it? Kakoji left to this timeline on day 24, right? It splits into the Hunted Mystery lines on day 25. Yep. She's also the first sponsor, isn't she? All this time, we've been fixated on just one of those branches, the Mystery Timeline. It's only natural, since our goal's been to prevent the murders that happened there. But what about the Hunt? That's right, as I've told you several times now, it's been locked so we can't leave there anymore. Yeah, I know, but putting the murder aside for a moment, what if we focused on catching Kakoji instead? I see, there's still another branch she exists in that hasn't been locked. Right, so they'll have to lead to the Invader Hunt timeline. Two of us snuck out of the school and headed toward the lab. Okay, let's go there. Everything looks good, the Hunt timeline has been blocked off. So we can leave there? Yes, but not right now. Upload Space Waves won't be at their peak until tomorrow afternoon at 1:50 p.m. At least you know that. We have a real chance of catching Kakoji now.
We still won't be able to do anything about the murders in the Mystery Timeline.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we should just let her run wild in the other one, does it?
You're right. We should treat her and get rid of that Gi parasite in her head. There's another thing too. But bear in mind, it's only a theory. I think the sponsor behind the Invader Hunt killing game is probably Kakoji too.
Yep.
She's the one who set it up so everyone would have to kill each other?
It would make sense, wouldn't it? There's no one else who'd be in a position to mastermind it.
So if we stop her in that timeline, we can stop the killing game from happening.
Two birds with one stone. Must have we decided our destination. Yeah, tomorrow we're leaping to the Invader Hunt timeline. Actually, I'm gonna go... No, not this button. Chapter select. The killing game. Save the army. Oh, we're gonna go after Hiroko's died. Darn. Fascinating. I got to ask you something about the Hunt timeline. I don't have any memories of it. What exactly happened there? Like I said, we were forced to participate in a killing game called the Invader Hunt. Right, do you remember the name? It appeared on the blackboard on day 25 of the Hunt Mystery Timeline. There was also a tape recorder left on the teacher's desk. Had a message that mentioned it too. That's all I know. I must not have gotten my memories back yet. To put it simply, we were offered a chance to participate in the game. The Hunt timeline is what happened when you agreed to it. And then the Invader Hunt took place. What about after that? What actually happened during the game? I don't really know either. My memory of it ends on day 30. Why? Because... day 30 is the day I was killed. Yeah. Need to answer for why Aito was sponsored as well. My theory is they used from the Calamity route. Yeah. I think we might actually learn about that now.
Get ready for.
It's entirely possible that this is how that gets explained.
Oh.
That's it for the settings. Now we just have to put on our suits to wait. Hey, how's Celebi gonna treat Kakoji? Same way we did Takumi-ji. But I thought Takumi-ji only had Gi data inside him. The Gi didn't physically travel back in time when the loop reset, but it's different with Kakoji. He's from the box of Calamity Timeline, where an actual Gi parasite crawled into her brain. Sure, that's why when we catch her, the first thing we'll do is cut her off her head. Oh. Huh? Don't look at me like that. I'll bring her back afterwards, but that's not all we do. If we revive her right away, the record of her brain inside the Revimatic will still include the Gi data. We'll reconstruct her neural pathways the way they are now, making it the same as if she were still possessed. Kinda like what happened with Takumi-ji. That's right. Hence why we'll treat her in the same way. With her repair program on the thumb drive. Made sense, but would they really have to cut off her head first? Pushed aside my gloomy thoughts and got into my suit. Hiroko did the same. Remember, this timeline is basically uncharted territory. Neither of us know what's going to happen there, so... I know, we have to be careful. I will be, don't worry. Just like that, it was time. 1:50 p.m. on the dot. Here we go. Hey, aren't these suits going to make us stand out? Would be even worse if we took them off, especially for me. Also, Killing Game had so many forces of evil running around. It had Gi Takumi at the start, then a sponsor might have been Kyoshika. Still hasn't confirmed yet, right? So now it had Kakoji. No, it wasn't Kyoshika who was the first sponsor, it was Kakoji. I'd assumed Kyoshika because of the voice actor's delivery, but that could also definitely have been Kako's voice actress. And I think that's what we're going to be dealing with now. I think the real question is what the other extra sponsors were, because Kakoji had a bunch of extra sponsors with her, you know? Who just stood there to absorb the Himanama. If I don't stop me walking around the lab again, they'd probably burn me like they did the witches in the Middle Ages. Guess I'll just have to be extra careful not to get caught. I agree, let's get going. Made our way to the— oh yeah, this is where we ambush Takumi. What we call it the capsule room. Should be safe in here. Back in Steady Fundamental. This is where we put Aito, but I guess not on this timeline. What's our plan from here? First and foremost, we need information to help us pin down Kakoji's whereabouts. Just then the unthinkable happened. Yep, here he comes. Door opened and somebody stepped into the room. So me from this timeline, Takumi 4! The military moved fast. He spun around and ran for the door. Couldn't let him escape. Dove forward and barely managed to stop him. Okay, yeah, now we're getting this.
Hey! Let me go!
Takumi 4 struggled to get out from under me. Naturally, in terms of strength, we were equally matched. Gravity was on my side, though. Had it pinned down for the moment. But it would only matter of time before he threw me off. I had to do something. I had to keep him from getting away. So I said, at my wit's end. He drew close end. With the voice changer and helmet activated, it whispered something to the other me. He had nothing to do with the invader hunt. All at once, the fight seemed to go out of Takumi 4. A few moments later, he lost consciousness completely.
Whew. Good thing I brought this anesthetic.
You've been walking around with that stuff this whole time?
Yes, I carry it as a kind of lucky charm.
You never know when you might need to put someone to sleep real quick.
How strong is it? How long do we have?
This batch is pretty strong. He'll probably be out for 12 hours or so.
Oh, and when he woke up, Tsubasa and Yugamo had talked about how they'd already talked to Takumi. They thought, because they'd already talked about the escape pod and stuff. Are we gonna pretend to be Takumi 4 after we take the suit off? Wait, this is amazing. This is gonna be fun. Carried the unconscious Takumi 4 to one of the capsules and stowed him inside it. What now? With Takumi Four inside the capsule, everyone will think he's gone missing. Don't want them to come looking for him. Fortunately, I have a plan. You want me to take Takumi Four's place to get information out of everyone?
Huh.
Don't act like you don't want to. You're already taken off your sleep suits. What are you gonna do, though? I'll stay here. I need to keep an eye on Takumi 4. Remember, our time here is limited. We need to leave back by 5:10 p.m. It's probably best if we leave the school by 4 p.m. Have you got that? Sorry, 3:20 p.m. Only gave me 40 minutes. Hurried out the door and got to work. Couldn't find anyone on the first or second floors. Finally, I got to the third floor and changed into the rec room. Hey guys, it's me, your best friend, Takumi 4. I mean, normal Takumi. Ha ha ha. What is everyone doing in here? What do you mean? Where have you been, Takumi? Kako! You heard what's left right in my chest. Then realized my mistake. It wasn't Kakoji. I could tell by the look in her eye. Was something wrong? No, I'm fine. It's nothing really. I brushed her off and took another look around the group. We're 9 of them here in total. I said everyone a moment ago, but we were still missing some members. Eito, Gaku, Tarumi, Kurara, Eva, and Hiroko 4 were nowhere to be seen. Of them, there were 2 whose absence I couldn't explain. Hey, where's Tarumi?
Still doesn't open her eyes.
And Kurara? Huh? Takumi, what's wrong with you? If this is a joke, it is not funny. Kurara, she...
Refused to take part of the game, man.
Takumi trailed off. Everybody looked heartbroken. Then took a genius to figure out what happened. He's been killed by the Invaders Hunt's mysterious sponsor, by Kakoji. We all figured we could have stayed depressed about it forever. So I decided to have a memorial dinner tonight.
Not just for Kurara, but Gaku and Hiroko and the others too.
Now the killing game or 800 whatever is over, we can finally take some time to grieve. Wait, what? We've had our differences in the past, but it's time to put them behind us. Wait, what do you mean the game is over? Everyone looked at each other in confusion.
Here's man, what's up with you today?
Sponsor died this morning, remember? They died?
Yep, burned to the crisp and dying flames. You're right there with us when it happens.
Yeah, this is when
They were wearing that curious suit with the big helmet. So we never managed to figure out who they really were.
But they're dead and gone now. That much is obvious.
Their body was burned away completely. There was nothing left of them afterwards.
They screamed in this really weird way at the end.
Oh, yeah.
It sounded kind of like...
I love that impression. Thank you, Shoma. So Kakoji is dead. So yeah, game's over.
I don't remember any of that.
It's more confused than ever now, but I didn't want to let it show and make things worse. My best to smile and sound at least half way normal. Oh yeah, of course I remember now. I just hit my head in the hallway a while back. It's been a little fuzzy since then. I don't think they bought my excuse, but no one called me out on it either. I need to get back to Hiroko and tell her about this. Pulled out my device and checked the time. 4:02 p.m.? Okay, I have to go now. Oh man, I'm feeling dizzy all of a sudden. I guess I'm not fully recovered yet. Sorry, but I think it's best if I call it a night here. See you guys tomorrow. Taking my excuses and headed for the door. Never made it that far. In a rush, I lost my footing and... Oop! My head slammed into the ground. Weirdly, I didn't feel any pain. Before I could even feel it, my consciousness suddenly faded away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we gonna be... We're trapped in the timeline! Oh no! I woke up suddenly, sitting but bolt upright. First thing I did was check my device. Time was 4:27 p.m. The date. Day 32? I've been knocked out for a whole day. Which meant I'd also missed the window to leap out of this timeline. This is bad. I have to go find Hiroko. Got to my feet and opened the door. Before I could leave, someone else came charging in. Tsubasa. She looked tense and jittery. Oh, she's gonna explain the whole bit with the escape pod now. She's clearly worried about something. Takumi, yeah, you look fine. In that case, come with me. It's an emergency. Didn't get a chance to say no, or even ask where we were going. Tsubasa just dragged me along with her. Eventually, we stopped outside a door on the first floor. The gym? I haven't told the others about this yet. You're the captain, so I figured you should be the first to know. Tsubasa got up on the stage and walked toward the corner of the room. I followed her. She stopped and knelt down to open the trapdoor on the floor. I already knew it was there. I remembered it from the mystery timeline. This leads to the escape pod stories, right? It sounds like you haven't forgotten everything. Apparently Takumi 4 knew about it too. Come on, there's something I need to show you. This appeared in the darkness. So I climbed down after her. Had a bad feeling about what that might be waiting for me down there. Finally, we reached the bottom. I looked around and... Hey, what's the matter? Aren't you shocked about this? Honestly, I wasn't. I had seen the exact same thing happen in another timeline after all. But it would seem unnatural for me to be so calm. To put on some kind of act. What the heck? This game has been totally wrecked. Right? This is really, really bad, right? Looked like I was in the clear. I was much of an actor, but acting surprised that I could handle. I thought it even mattered right now. If I'd seen it happen before, escape pod being put out of commission was still a serious matter. You know what did this, Tsubasa? I had got through analyzing the damage before I came to see you. Let me explain. The corrosion's been caused by something called particle bacteria. Wait, but Kakuji died before that moment, right? It was Eito that had the many sponsors with him. No, it was... First we killed the sponsor with the help of Hiruko's suit. Then the sponsor came back with also multiple, like, clones. And then we killed them with the Himanuma Kyoshika trick, where we poisoned Kyoshika and had them drain Kyoshika. And then the sponsor revealed that they had a successor, and that was Eito. It was actually 3 sponsors, but I'm assuming 2 of them had to be Kako. It's bad on a molecular level, so it's invisible to the naked eye until the damage starts to show. The bacteria eats away at the metal to grow stronger. Actually, I'm not sure if eat is the right word. Technically, it's more like the energy released during the oxidation process allows its cells to reproduce. Don't be fooled by the bacteria part of the name. It's not really alive, it's just a chemical substance. That's it, we're talking about something that randomly occurs in quantum level space, so there's not a lot we know about it. This was new information. Guess that's because when I found the part of the mystery timeline, Tsubasa wasn't there to investigate it. Like I said, this is really, really bad. I mean, with the pod in this condition, won't be able to get away when the final attack launches on day 100. Yeah. That means on day 100 we'll be wiped out too. Tsubasa gulped and nodded. Can you repair it? The way it was now, I'd have to get rid of the particle bacteria first. Is that possible? Tsubasa took out a photograph and showed it to me. Yeah, but I'll need some of this. QB liquid. It's the only thing that can purge the bacteria. I knew where to find it though. What about the biolab? I looked in there already. It's the rare stuff. I don't think there's a single vial of it in the whole school. At this point, the only thing we can do is search around in the ruins outside and hope for the best. Damn, too bad. Well, that's for Takumi 4 to handle. We'll go back to our timeline. Tsubasa and I went our separate ways for now. When she was out of sight, I heard back to the capsule room. When I got inside, I screamed with a yell so loud it hurt my ears. You're late! What in the world have you been doing all this time, you helpless nitwits? Explain everything. First, where's Takumi 4? Got bored of him, I decided to pluck out every single hair in his body. Huh? I'm kidding, he's still in the capsule. He woke up at one point, but I gave him another dose to put him under again. That anesthetic can be good for him. Now... You're about to explain why you've been keeping me waiting. I'm not satisfied with your excuse. I'll twist your body into a double helix. I don't want that to happen, obviously. I proceeded to give Hiruko a full dramatic reenactment of what I had experienced the day before. I see, so sponsor's dead, and they screamed Gi when they died. I think it's safe to assume it was Kakuji. No one else in this timeline could possibly be infected. That's too bad. Come all this way. Now we won't be able to cure her. Hiruko sighed. I couldn't see her face, but she sounded thoroughly demoralized. I understand why. Kako may have been possessed, but she was still our friend, and now she was gone. Not to mention, it was Hiruko who sent her in this timeline to begin with. She's probably feeling guilty about all this. As for the escape pod, well, it's just like I told you. Particle bacteria. Haven't heard that one before. Something I still don't understand. Why is the pod fine in all the other timelines? It's only the mystery timeline and this one where it's been corroded like that. There's probably a quantum theory explanation for that. Look at the universe on the smallest possible scale. Everything comes down to chance. Slightest change in a single atom's placement can lead to dramatic changes. It's possible to predict how it will all play out. So the reason the particle bacteria didn't form in the other timelines is pure luck. Just happened to occur here, but nowhere else. Is that luck going to affect the other timelines as well? Of course, those changes are part of what creates the infinite parallel universes out there. What? Sorry, this is all too complicated for a peon like you to understand, isn't it? Let's get back to the more immediate problem. Right, if the pod is still out of action when the final attack launches at day 100, everyone here will die. I know this isn't our timeline, but I don't want to just abandon them. I feel the same. Let's see if we can find that QB liquid. But first... Phew, looks like we made it. Guess we're lucky our window to leap is still open. I've never known the blood-based waves to remain this high for so long. Must be another quirk of quantum probability. Time limits is getting closer, though. Need to get into our leap suits. Can we take a little break? We've been running non-stop since we left the school. Next window's not until day 45. Oh, that's when we go to the zombie timeline. If you miss this chance, I'll just stay here until then. Is that what you'd want? No, I know that, but there'll be another attack tomorrow. To be instead of fundamental help to fight. I know, but we'll look for the QB liquid when we get the chance, right? Talk about this later. Come on, we've only got 5 minutes. Okay. Did as Hiriko said, we got into the leaf suit while she set up the machine. And then... Alright, let's go home. Up, real quick. Let's get that bot. Done.
Oh.
Yep, all taken care of. So... Okay. Looks like we stayed out past curfew. Still made it back the day before battle. Shiri and Iko can't complain about that. We're going to tell the others this time. Maybe we should lean into the rumors and say we really were making babies. Hiriko's face immediately went beet red. Oh, you like that idea, Hiriko? I'll let that slide since we need you for battle tomorrow. Next time you say something like that, you're getting the double helix treatment. Strode off into the school, leaving me in the dust. QB liquid, are you really gonna be able to find any? Gazed up at the starry night sky and sighed. Just one more thing to worry about. In that timeline, yeah. Day 33, and now we're gonna have an invader fight. Nagalo, you're briefing on the enemy we'll be facing this time. Are there any questions? Pardon a mentally defective simpleton like me for asking, but if you know which days the enemy is going to attack, why don't we set up more traps and stuff to slow them down? Not very really are, simpleton, if you can't figure that out. If we did that, the invaders would know that we know when they're coming, you see. And then they changed up their strategy to try and throw us off. Before you know it, we wouldn't have a clue when they were going to attack or which commanders they'd be sending. Otherwise, we'd lose our biggest strategic advantage. Correct, Amundo. That's why you got to exercise a certain amount of subtlety. Hiriko's smart. Probably been her idea for Siri to tell everyone that. Why do you have to attack so early anyway? Actually, that's a good question. They seem to attack at night or early morning a lot. That's because they're jealous of my beautiful, healthy skin. Maybe they're disrupting our sleep patterns in an attempt to undermine our skincare regime. You know what? Now it's personal. Oh, sure, Hiriko. You said just the same thing in your Bond event. Yep, exactly. I hope this actually does lead to a romance. I'm excited for that. Two of them are flirting so much in this food. Yes, I love it. Actually, they care about your skin, Narumi. I'm surprised you can even breathe through all that makeup you slathered on. But that's running like a pig inside that mask. It all makes things like an unwashed jockstrap, you know. No way, my precious mask. Oh, don't worry, Miss Ozuki. I do not detect any such body odors. Phew, that's a relief. Does it smell like the vacation, though? That's even worse. Ava, about today's battle. I'll be joining you, of course. Are you really sure about this? I gotta turn this in partway through or anything. That won't happen, I guarantee it. Miss Ava is a fully fledged member of our team now. You must trust her. Yes, please trust me. I will kill lots of those disgusting invaders together. As we were talking, the morning announcement played. It wouldn't be long now. Yeah. And... Wah, 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 wah. Who are you fighting this time again? Is it Aramaku? Okay, guys, let's do this. Special defense unit, move out. Skipping.
Did you see, everyone? I'm killing these revolting
Ava, no.
invaders just like you.
Thanks, Ava. You helped us make it through the first wave without any major problems.
According to Sirei, though, the real battle's still to come.
Yeah, we haven't seen the commander yet.
It's just Aramaku, right?
Name again?
I believe it was something like Alan get a clue?
What?
It's Aramaku.
Yeah, it's Aramaku, yeah.
Come on, guys, don't get distracted.
Stay strong, everyone.
And now showing up. Okay, so you get 3 headpats for your work. Skip again.
Adam with the shoes here!
You know, rates of depression among shoe salesmen are higher than in any other industry.
That's not even a joke anymore. How sad.
How sad.
Let's give the poor guy a break. Preferably a permanent one. Focus, guys! Here we go!
Ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba.
Phew! Looks like my chicken wing Majero drop did the trick.
That's a new one.
Naming our attacks now? So, what are we going to do with Aaron Takapue?
Adamaku!
Are they playing him
We should
specifically?
kill him immediately.
Nah, ain't no point in that.
I agree. He is already vanquished.
He's not even moving anymore. He's totally dead, huh?
Don't let your guards down yet. There's still a chance she's going to show up again.
He could barely finish speaking when it happened. Figure appeared on the battlefield like a bolt of lightning. Niceness. Landed next to Adamaku's body, snatched it up and threw it away with all their might. Held across the sky, flying in an elegant arc. Yep. It was, of course.
Freshness.
So, you're still alive.
It will take more than a little firework like that to defeat me.
Yep.
I wasn't able to save Valagarzo and Zanshin's bodies from the blast, but we all have to make sacrifices.
Undying Flamebot didn't kill Veshness in any of their timelines. Ryuk and I both knew that, but I've been holding on to a vain hope that maybe things would be different this time. This timeline explosive was supposed to be a lot stronger than the others after all. The Elite hadn't known for sure whether she would show up at the end of this battle or not. All we've been able to do was tell everyone via Siri, of course, that it was a possibility.
C-Ray did warn us about this, so I'm not totally shocked. I'm still surprised, though.
Surprised, but not shocked?
Aren't they essentially the same thing?
They're different. It's a matter of scale. I think the whole team felt that way. They all seemed a lot less sure of themselves than they had a moment ago.
Don't despair, everyone. Let's kill this odious invader without delay.
You've betrayed us to side with the enemy, Ava? Have you forgotten our family pride?
Shut the hell up, you nasty bitch.
Oh!
I'm going to shove my hand so far up your ass your back teeth will clatter.
Looks like Commander's Claw Scythe looks like Ato's Scythe. Which one? Oh, Adamaku's? Oh, track. It's all Himo Anima. Sounds like the new and improved brainwashing masters made some interesting changes to Ava's vocabulary.
Have it your way. I'll just have to show you the kind of calamity that befalls traitors like you!
Bring it on, skank. I'll break open your head and suck your brains up through a bendy straw.
Okay, I kind of like this version of Ava. She just kicked off on the ground and transformed into midair. When she landed, the ground trembled underneath us.
You guys, this is your first time fighting her, right?
Huh? Of course! Why are you even asking?
Yeah, what do you mean, our first time?
Almost sounds like you fought her before, Takumi.
No, of course I haven't. How could I?
No, never.
At any rate, she's really strong. I assume. So be careful.
Thanks for making me even more nervous.
Don't worry. We can win if we all work together.
Girl boss Ava.
Yeah,
Sure.
ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Kill. Kill. Kill.
Kill.
Bow down!
A lot of enemies that I don't have to fight. Thankfully.
We did it! We won!
Curious. She wasn't nearly so formidable as I was expecting.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
Ding dong, the bitch
The
is
Special
dead.
Defense Unit comes out on top again.
Curse you!
Oh no! She's still alive!
Of course I am. If your bomb didn't kill me, what makes you think your little guns and swords could? I have to compliment you, though. I never thought you'd give me this much trouble.
How about you surrender now and make it easier on yourself?
Fools! I can't die yet. I will win this war!
It's the most powerful weapon in the game. Skip battle. Yes!
Even if I have to violate the teachings to do it.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no, she's gonna do it.
Farewell, for now.
She might be strong now. Uh-oh. That resistance was gone.
We did it! Go us!
You're light years too soon to take us on, loser!
But don't light years measure distance.
Don't sweat the details. It's all about sounding cool.
Looks like we won again!
There's only one thing left to do.
Yeah, let's do it.
1, 2...
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Everyone's in a good mood, but Vashna's words still haunted me even if I have to violate the teachings. Was this Tama's version of her ready to start absorbing the Globin now? It was an unsettling thought, but I didn't want to ruin everyone's fun.
I'll worry about this later.
Yeah, worry about it later. Push aside those words and join the others in celebrating our victory. Immediately after I heard the usual morning announcement, Yugamo rushed into my room. Oh? Taku, it's an emergency. Come with me. Uh-oh. Did Ato skip again? What's happening? You won't have to do anything. I'll worry about it later. Yeah, exactly. But what? Oh no, the bus! What? Everyone else was already there. I was stood stunned in front of the school bus, which somehow become rusted and corroded. You got were the first to find it. We were cheerleading the school early this morning when we saw it. I want to wake up Shizuhara, Kawana, and Omakage. This is because they seem to have plenty of knowledge of physics and chemistry. Got to work analyzing corrosion. We called you out here because we figured out the cause. What is it? Oh no, is it the fucking bacteria, whatever the fuck? That's what we found out. The cause of the corrosion lies in something called particle bacteria. Fucking... Oh my god. I knew it. At least you don't need this to get out. This isn't the escape pod, thankfully. Same thing that ruined the escape pods in the Haunted Mystery timelines. It has showed up in this timeline too. But why? God, Hiroko's eyes, she nodded. We talked about this later when we were alone. Masa continued her explanation. The details were exactly the same as what she told us in the Hunt timeline. I don't really get what you're saying, but I can tell I'm in a lot of trouble. You got that right. So far, we only found damage here in the parking lot, but...
If you leave it like this, the particle bacteria will spread in no time.
Then all the metal in the school will be reduced to rusted scrap. Everyone was lost for words. I could hear gasps from a few of them. They've implemented some countermeasures, so things aren't going to fall apart just yet. Countermeasures? We increased the air pressure in all school facilities, excluding the parking lot. That means we won't have to worry about air flowing from the low pressure atmosphere of the parking lot to the high pressure atmosphere of the rest of the school. Using this method, we'll be able to prevent the damage from spreading for another 9 days. 9 days?
How are we supposed to get rid of this particle stuff?
Response to Takama's questions. Possible use the photograph. It's some of this QB liquid. It's the only thing that can purge the bacteria. The problem is we have no idea where to find it. But the biolab.
I know every chemical in that place. There's nothing like that in there.
I'm sorry, we're not gonna find it in the school. It's so incredibly rare. Maybe we can find it outside in the city ruins. Don't worry, I know what we have to do. Basically, we have to find this QB liquid within 9 days, right? But is that even possible? You have to make it possible. We'll be in lethal levels of trouble if you don't find it. No problem, we'll figure something out. Yes, let's better get searching. We just find it in another route, right? Right? Enemy would strike again on day 47, so there wasn't any issue with us leaving the school unattended for a while. But just in case of any unexpected attacks, we decided that 8 of the team would remain at the school. The remaining 7 of us went out to search the ruins, but... Oh, we're not getting anywhere. No sign of it here. Didn't find anything either. This is driving me crazy. Hopefully it wouldn't be easy to find. I didn't write this already that time. Yeah, let's get back and try it again tomorrow. But we can't even go to a timeline until day 45, so... Oh no. Return to school and report our findings. I'll the door off to the defense team. Our friends had been guarding the school were disappointed for a moment, but they shrugged it off.
It's fine. Still got 8 days left, right?
It'll be sure to find it if you just keep looking patiently. Nobody seemed too discouraged by the situation. Had a late dinner and went our separate ways. Eventually, everybody returned to their rooms. Everybody except for me and Hiroko, that is. What's just happening? Why is the bacteria here in this timeline too? I told you, didn't I? Particle bacteria emerges depending on quantum luck. It's an entirely fickle phenomenon that plays by its own rules. There's no sense in trying to reason it out. Let's focus on what we're going to do from here on, namely finding the QB liquid. Do you have any ideas? Hiroko listlessly shook her head. Either way, we're in trouble. Our class weapons will be fine, but our electronics, traps, the escape pod, anything made of metal, all of it will end up falling apart. Even the machine in the defense room that holds Shion's real body. Which means... Exactly. At this rate, we're all going to die. Oh no. And no timeline hopping before the deadline. Just like the day before, we split up into a group of 7 to explore and 8 to defend the school. You're gonna have a part of this switch team. Ah, I'm getting tired. Gosh. Spent all day going from place to place in search of QB liquid. But in the end, you had nothing to show for it. Gave up on the search for now and decided to pick it up again tomorrow. A lot of days getting skipped here. Guess we need something to pad out before the next jump. He decided to switch out the members of the search and defense teams randomly each day. Today I ended up in the defense team. After breakfast, I sent off to the exploration team with a few words of encouragement. After that, I went back to my room. Oh, free time? So I can't just sit around and staring at the ceiling. Yeah, free time. We're limited with who we could talk to, aren't we? I should check. What's the status of Ava? We still have memories books left. Let's go wrap that up then. She's here, right? Yeah, she is. Ava's still in the capsule room, but I'll handle him later. Memories and books. Which have I already given her? I should have already given her the photo album, right? I haven't. Okay, that should be obvious then.
I am not worthy of...
Oh, yay, good job. Lucky us. Is Starmie in the school list today? She is not, no. Let's talk to someone else. Let's talk to Kyoshka, I guess. Let's find out one of her favorites. Let's find some food, since that's always plants. Hold on. I'll need to recheck what she likes. Anko snacks. Yep, exactly what I wanted. Yay, bond up!
I wish to speak of great things with you, Sir Takumi. Pardon me? The type of person I like?
Ooh?
That is a very awkward question.
Yeah, it is, but answer it anyway.
Perhaps someone sporty?
Like a prince of the tennis court or
Oh.
a phantom basketball player?
Oh, okay, sure.
I have a thing for slightly risky men, too. The type who would take cheap shots at other players or punch a teacher for changing the girl's uniform. I
Oh?
think Momotaro had a super sexy sword form, too. And I dream of
What?
being roughed up by warlord Maeda Keiji. But when it comes to swordsmanship, there are plenty of Meiji samurai that are totally
just-
untouchable.
You just
And a certain nine-tailed fox ninja is my absolute angel.
your
My
favorite
reason
husbando is
for
Naruto?
living. Oh, I'm terribly sorry for getting carried away like that. I think the Holy Jumanji sword is getting jealous, so let us stop here for
What?
today.
Okay. I guess. Sure. That was an odd one, but I liked it, I guess. And I met up in the schoolyard with the exploration team, who returned from the trip. Their disappointment, their faces told me all I need to know. Still have to ask just in case.
Huh?
How did it go? They weakly shook their heads. That's too bad. 6 days left, slowly but surely our time was running out. What's confusing is he just likes manga. Oh yeah, no, you're so right. Nothing to think about. After dinner, headed for the usual spot behind the school at Hiroko's request.
Huh?
What do you want to talk about? Today is day 36. That reminded me of something. Do you remember what happened on day 36 in the Box of Calamity timeline? She looked through my memories. If I remember right, Eita used a parallel leap machine to jump to another timeline. Ah, we're addressing that. That's right, but in the end, we never found out which one you jumped to. Are you saying you figured it out now? No, it's not that, but something about it still bothers me. Reminds me, Eito escaped from his cage back then too. But it was different this time around, though. In the Box of Calamity timeline, someone broke the lock to the cage for him. Someone? If you don't remember, it's for the best. What? At any rate, he used a different plan here in this timeline. Managed to escape the cage all by himself. When I heard those words, I remember something I'd heard.
Sir Eito requested that I close the drain.
Well, it's true. I opened the valve for the fountain in the courtyard all the
Yeah.
way.
And he remembers the solution in the mystery route.
Courtyard was soaked.
Yeah.
I did give a.
So that's what happened.
Eito used the same method Ava did in the mystery timeline.
Yeah. I was just realizing that now. Well, it took me a while to connect the dots myself. On day 9, I remembered the way Ava escaped the mystery timeline. Do you remember what you suggested that putting Eito back in the cage after he escaped? Then when I was suddenly assaulted by a violent headache. Still remembered what happened in the mystery timeline. That's why I said what I said.
Not that cage. We have to put him somewhere else.
As soon as Hiroko finished talking, I took up running.
Where do you think you're going?
Could hear her calling after me, responded without turning around.
I'm going to confirm something with Eito.
Confirm what?
Isn't it obvious? SAD! The scandalous Atsuki disappearance.
Ugh, fine. I don't know what you're up to, but I'm going with you.
He didn't get a help from another Eito, did he? It's way too early in the timeline. Eito didn't jump until day 36 in that timeline, so it's be too early, too late. Or maybe, did he remember? Does he have memories? Does he have time loop memories just like us?
What are you two doing? It's almost time for bed. Couldn't you get any sleep? Would you come here so I could read Snow White to you? Unfortunately, I don't have any fairy tales.
Shut up, I'm here to ask you something.
No, really.
You got out of that cage by yourself, didn't you? That cave person you said unlocked it for you doesn't really exist.
What are you babbling about, Takumi?
The bottom part of that animal pen wasn't secured in place. It's just a heavy iron cage mounted on the base. Still, it weighs 1 ton. It's not something anyone can move with their bare hands. I also came up with the idea of using buoyancy. The courtyard can be sealed airtight. If the drain was sealed off and the fountain valve was wide open, the courtyard would be full of water in a matter of hours. And what would happen if there were 100 inflated 10-liter balloons in the cage when that happened? Archimedes' principle states that upward buoyancy force is equal to the weight of displaced water. 100 balloons that hold 10 liters each make 1,000 kilograms, 1 ton of upward force. This cancels out the weight of the cage and reduces it to near zero. You barely need to use a single finger. You're easily able to lift the cage with just the slightest effort. That's how you escaped. And here in my exploration, Eito broke out into a bright grin.
Bravo! What a brilliant deduction, detective. There's no reason for me to hide anything from you now that you figured that much out.
And tell us, why did you invent this cave person?
To sow distrust in Discord, naturally.
Why did you go to the infirmary after escaping?
It was rather dramatic. Without that, you'd all be in a tough spot, wouldn't you?
Listening to him was making my blood boil. You haven't changed at all. You're still a liar, a traitor, an untrustworthy scumbag.
Oh, I feel so terribly wounded. Maybe it would make me feel better if I told everyone about your little trips through time. Apologize. On your hands and knees. Put that low sloping forward of yours on the ground. And scream about how sorry you are with tears streaming down your face. Do that and I might forgive you.
Threw my hand back to lash out, but Hugo caught it before he could. Cole, we waste our time talking to him.
Oh, you're going?
That's too bad. I happen to be aware of some valuable intel you might be interested in. Valuable intel?
But I won't say a word until I get that apology. See you around, friends. Good night.
Ato turned and vanished into the capsule. He's bluffing. Don't pay me mind. Yeah, you're right. Let's get him out of here. So ended day 36. Didn't think about Ato again for a while after that. Day 37. Spent the entirety of the day searching for QB liquid. Fortunately, our search didn't turn up anything, and time flew by without any mercy. Morning of day 38 was upon us without so much as a hint of a lead. Damn. We just keep chugging along.
Catch you guys later.
Careful out there. Or don't be as reckless as you want. We only have 5 days left. That's right, don't hesitate to make sacrifices. Whatever it takes to find that QB liquid and bring it back to school. Make sacrifices?
If that's on the wall, we can't come back.
Something else he doesn't care if it comes to that. That's so heartless. I won't let that come and slide. Siri can say whatever he wants. Doesn't mean we have to agree. Right, your biggest priority is making it back in one piece. That's an order, understood? Look, I'm so grateful for your words of encouragement. Yes, we should go now. After seeing out the exploration team, the rest of us went our own ways. Was I not coming back to my room? Is this just in my nature? Oh, whatever. Okay, who's available for today? Is Kyoshka still here? Darmi is. Wait, Darmi's just completed. Never mind. And it's gone, so it's just Twins and on. She almost also done. Let's keep doing Kyoshka. Anko snacks. Oh wait, no, she's gone. What am I thinking? I feel stupid. Ato, let's give something to Ato. Sure, why not? Get that affection.
I suppose I'll...
I feel dumb. Completely forgot that she wasn't here. Ava's also not here. Let's go Kurata. She has a lot left. What's she like? Let's get a curry spice set. There has to be a lot of plants. Oh, it's a mix of all, but that's okay. Hey, Banda!
You want to talk to me again? You really love me, don't you? Very well. I am in a pleasant mood, so I can spare you some conversational crumbs.
Sure.
Yes, it is about time I told you why a noble like me would wear something like this on my head. Do you know what the one thing I hate most in the world is? Tomatoes.
Oh, really?
I've hated them since I was little. Wearing the thing I hate the most hardens me. As an Osazuki, I cannot escape from the weight of the expectations placed on me. By putting my most hated object on my head, I cut myself off from weaknesses and naivete. This is a mark of my determination. Not that I expect a peasant like you to understand. Also, my true face is just too cute for this world. The mask is to keep that fact hidden.
Okay.
That, too, is something an average-looking man like you would struggle to comprehend.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Your bond grew stronger. Hold on, I got an ad? No, never mind. I'll look later. Exploration team came back late. Didn't find anything. What are you guys doing? I was worried. Yeah, sorry about that. Did you find anything? All 7 members of the exploration team grinned upon hearing the question. Don't tell me. You found the Cupid liquid? No, we weren't quite that successful. I got something else instead. An important piece of information. What information? Searching around some buildings a long way from here. I heard about a platoon of enemies making camp. Of course, we hid ourselves right away. Those clowns never saw us, but I've heard the leader took us to someone through their wireless comms. Heard they mention the particle bacteria. Ah, nice. Exploration team excitedly continued their tale and learned something from the platoon leader's conversation. A few days ago at an enemy base at the relay station we'd been to the other timelines was a particle bacteria outbreak. They quarantined the coordinated areas but couldn't stop the spread completely. That's why the platoon had been sent out to that cluster of buildings to look for a way to combat the bacteria. Last thing we heard the leader say was, "We secured the QB liquid." Already sent it to the relay station. Should arrive at any minute now. So you're saying there's QB liquid at an enemy base? Exploration team nodded with smiles on their faces. Just then, Siri and Nico showed up.
Hooray!
Surprise! We heard everything. What an incredible feat! And y'all made it to back in one piece. Your commanding officer is so happy you're all okay.
Put up with that, man.
And I know we all just got this news, but I need you to go immediately. Huh? Go where? Is it obvious? The enemy relay station. Because we can't very well leave the school empty. You never know where there might be a surprise attack. Those of you who waited today should be stay here. You're probably exhausted after all that walking. Wait a minute, I get why the defense team should be the ones to go, but... You mean right now?
Yum, yum, yum.
You're darn right I do. If you don't go now, you won't make it in time. Even by bus, if it takes about 8 hours to get to the base. Yeah, make it even if we left tomorrow. Still have 4 days left anyway. I think you're forgetting something very important, Naruto. The school bus right now, it's... How dare I can't use the bus because of that particle stuff. Exactly. That's why I need the defense team to set off now, preferably sprinting. Yeah, does it right if we take the bus 8 hours? That'll be fine. We're confident you can make the trip in a mere 32 hours. 32 hours? Oh no. We have to walk even longer than the other team. That's a several day skip though. Yep, 39. After taking a moment to rest our eyes, those was assigned to the expedition team and left for the base. There were 8 of us in all. Moko, Darumi, Shoma, Gaku, Tsubasa, Kurara, Hiroko, and me. We were cautioned against using Tsubasa and Shoma's class weapons to make the journey easier. We'd been for a fight when we got to the base, so we needed to preserve our He-Man as much as possible. According to Siri and Nigo, class weapons weren't capable of that kind of extended use anyway. The only option was to run. Night fell. Dawn broke. Even as everything felt dark again, we just kept going. Okay, look at the bright side. Our legs are gonna be so toned after this. Maybe that was an exaggeration, but all aside from some short breaks for food, we really did just keep running. An overwhelming amount of time passed. Before I knew it, it was the start of another day. Hot damn. Day 40. I suddenly realized the sky was light again. Must have fallen asleep while I was running. Everybody all seemed just as dazed, constantly moving their legs even as they grew limp and weak. As I opened my eyes, Hiroko, who was leading the charge, called out. We're here. Stopped and made our way to the top of a nearby hill to survey the situation. What we saw there was... the base. And this time we're just standing there, aren't we? No, just no one. Okay. Can't be bothered loading so many models. After some quick recon, we snuck into a nearby storm drain. Getting here really was tiring, wasn't it? Hell, not even real killing game can make me feel this close to death. Yeah, rest for a sec. You barely move a muscle. No, we don't have time. How about a psycho? It's Ela, the homicidal mastermind. Just to confirm, we're going to fight the enemies in the base, right? Isn't that obvious? Not like if we ask politely for their QB liquid, they'll just hand it over with a smile.
Huh?
You've all heard about the enemy intel, right? Ah, you can tell us on the way here. Here, gotta explain to everyone what you heard from Siri and the others. Name of the commander is Quinzily. Flies around in the sky, right? So annoying. Not with my specialist skill on our side. I'll have some surface-to-air artillery and knock him down in one shot. I think is I'll have to start crafting it after he actually appears.
Huh?
Can I just make it now? Nope, because it always breaks down. Yep, I know. Okay, nice. Okay, so let's do this. Special defense unit, move out. It's gonna be the same one as usual, though. Not that much difference. Anyway, skipping the battle again.
That battle was on easy mode.
Yeah, nothing to it.
It's not over yet. He's coming.
Yep.
Him?
He is, isn't he?
It's Quinzale!
I am the paragon of repulsion, Quenzale.
Skip.
He's here. Just like a moth fluttering around a bonfire in summer. All right, cover me. I need to focus on crafting this artillery.
Okay. What?
Hello, Earth to peasants! Am I talking to myself here? It's an honor to be tasked with protecting somebody as noble as me.
Everybody, Kurata's right.
See? He gets it.
No, I mean, forget about honor or nobility or whatever. Just cover her.
Understood. Got it.
Okay. Now I can get going. Enemies approaching, and then we gotta skip again.
It's set. Told you it wouldn't take long.
And now he crumbles down. Skip.
Ah, he freaking survived!
Naughty Kurara! You broke your promise! I never said this would kill him! I just said it would knock him down!
Less bickering, more fighting.
Okay, here goes.
One more final time.
Wretches!
No. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, da, 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 ba, ba, da, da.
The pain. It hurts. Why? Why would you do something so cruel?
You're asking us?
And why do you?
Suddenly, Quenzale broke off and stared at something behind us, far from the horizon.
A UFO!
Not again! No, no, not again! No! He's gonna escape! Everyone turned to look. I was so caught up in the moment that it did too.
I don't see no UFO.
Yeah, remember that timeline where he did that, Takumi?
Tell me.
But it was too late. He's gone, yeah.
Did he?
Run away?
Looks like it.
With that idiotic trick? Not even a kid would have fallen for that.
And yet, we did fall for it.
So you're saying we're dumber than a bunch of little kids.
I found it! It's here!
Yay! Someone's voice echoed through the base. I'll follow the sound. Sound, did you really find it? Yes, in a storage room in the back. Let's see it. Gakka's urging Shoma pulled it out from behind his back. That about it. Let's keep it liquid. Yay, we did it! Just get rid of particle bacteria, right? Yeah, completely and thoroughly. Good work, Shoma. Great work. I didn't know you had it, didn't you, Shoma? Yeah, now I can take a break. I don't think so. We don't even have time to stand still, let alone sit down and rest. Yep, now we gotta run all the way back.
Oh?
I've got 2 days left. If it's going to take us 32 hours to get back, we'll arrive until tomorrow night. Now, assuming you're all too tired to run at the same speed as you did on our way here. I'm still be racing against the clock. If we really push ourselves, we might make it by the morning after tomorrow. But silence, servant.
Servant?
Let's get going. The others are counting on us. Hiko started making her way outside the base. Estus could only sigh. Damn, now they know who's the pants in our relationship. Now that you said the servant thing.
That haircut, just like I said.
He's a cold-blooded psycho. Thought we all staggered after her. Nay, 41. All I could do was drag our exhausted bodies back to the academy one step at a time. My consciousness was so hazy that I felt like I was running inside a nightmare. My legs were out of strength. I imagined they were just two withered, ancient tree trunks attached to my body. Morning finally came. Sunset. Even as night came again, we never stopped. What we were doing by that point could hardly be called running. Even walking would have been too generous a description. My body felt like it wasn't mine anymore. It was like I was having an out-of-body experience. Suddenly heard a voice. The date is about to change. I knew who really said it. Well, I knew I might have said it without myself even realizing it. Feeling blurry and hazy, we crossed over into New Day. Aww. That's not the first time there's a random voice inside Takami's head casually interjecting things. Is that going to be a plot twist somehow? But, okay. As like Kiriko predicted, we finally arrived at the academy on the morning of day 42. I know, it was someone else who talked about that. They just heard a voice or something, that it felt like a voice just said it to them, but they thought it was weird, but then they ignored it and just continued. It was recently too, in like chapter 9. Guys, I hardly know what to say in a situation like this.
Welcome back just isn't enough.
Oh, you've returned safely. I'm so worried that my heart almost broke.
Oh.
What is your sister and I prayed for you every day.
Damn, what the hell is this? Some kind of salty shit coming out of my eyes.
Me too, my eyes are squirting. The rest of them all looked genuinely happy to see us back. Appreciated that, but how can my sister try and laugh? So what about that Kyubey liquid? You found it, right? Masara really lifted her arms to bring it out. Alright, nice work. I knew you could do it. Thank you so much, everybody. Showed us with applause, cheers, and praise. Smiles stretched across every face, and some even started leaping with joy. Now, Miss Kaburai, I hate to ask you so soon after your turn, but you think you can get started on dealing with that bacteria? Masa looked completely drained. Her hollow eyes stared into nothing as she answered. Fine, but I can't do it alone. I need everyone's help. Yeah, we gotta hurry up. Let's talk about it in time. Good thing the school has replication machines. Oh, okay, we do? We do? That's crazy. Thanks to that, we managed to synthesize a large quantity of undiluted QB liquid. Divided the QB liquid among ourselves and sprayed it all over every last inch of the school. Of course, we gave the school bus in the parking lot a thorough going over as well. As you clear out the particle bacteria, there's no chance of it spreading now. What about the bus? It's still quite a mess. Guess I'll just have to figure something out.
Gonna repair it?
Yeah, I did this kind of thing plenty at Grandpa's garage. What a relief.
Yum, yum,
And now, Kawana, if you don't mind, I need you too. Someone kicked Siri as hard as they could before he could finish his demand. Yeah, Honorable Siri, sir. Nika ran over to comfort his fallen superior. What is this thing? I looked around to find the culprit, only see that everyone else was looking at me. Apparently, I was the one who kicked them, and it all happened unconsciously. Sorry, Siri, I'm so tired I'm losing my sense of reason. Siri does not appear to be listening, I fear.
Yeah, it's out the lights.
Is everyone okay? I mean, with you, Takami? Isn't the bomb inside of you supposed to go off if you even lay a finger on Siri? It's probably fine.
I agree.
After all,
Takami might have laid something on him.
but it wasn't a finger. It was a foot. Aw. Okay, fine. Be quirky. After that, we immediately parted ways. They just headed back to the rooms, but Hiriko and I lingered back behind to speak to me. Looks like we solved our particle bacteria problem, in this timeline anyway.
Huh?
Yeah, we should give some QB liquid to the hunt timeline too. Next time the blood-based waves will be high enough as day 45. Able to leap then between 5 and 11 AM. It'll still be a while until we can get to the hunt timeline. Hope the damage is spread too badly by then. Me too, but there's something else we have to do first. Are you talking about the metempsychosis book? Resume my search tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be your last day, actually. How you only have 10% of the books left to check. Here we give a firm nod. Well, that's all in your hands. With that, she left and headed for her own room. staggered and waddled back to my room and lay my worn-down Hesco body down unscreened by an intense drowsiness, and just zonked out. That's a lot has happened, so it's entirely fair. Oh. It's evening, Takumi. How long do you plan on sleeping? You're too old to act like this.
Hey!
I'm literally a teenager. And in case you forgot, we ran 2 marathons, fought a battle in between, and had to hose the school down with QB liquid as soon as we got back. I'm dying from lack of sleep here. Keep it down, we're in the library. Who cares? Nobody's even here. I'm here. Are you blind or something? Did I just tell you to quiet down, smooth brain? You're yelling too. Damn, this is kinda hot. Should we make out right now? Yeah, totally. No. I'm glad to see you're doing okay. Same to you. At a short rest, Hirko spoke solemnly. Alright, let's get started. For real this time. I spent what felt like an eternity there in the library, in silence. My head was empty, and capable of independent thought. I was just staring at the light of the lamp dangling from the ceiling, transfixed. I had no idea how much time had passed, but then I heard the announcement. Up, ding dong bong. Sounds once over the cold vast space, and once more. Neither of us said a word. We continued to stand there stunned. After some time, Hirko finally spoke. It's none there. We found nothing. Let's head back. Tried to answer, but my mouth was too dry to move. Someone walks in and them panting and huffing. What were you up to? Yeah. that should totally be expected with the jokes that have been cracked so far. They trip over each other and then someone walks in. Maybe that.
Oh.
There's no sense in lingering. The book wasn't in here after all. It might be out there somewhere beyond the walls of fire, but I have no idea how we'd find it. There's no libraries or bookstores out there. It would be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Does that mean I'm going to have to give up on the book? Find another way out of the loop. We spent like 20 days on it, though. With that, Hirko slipped out of the room. Felt something dark in the pit of my chest. Couldn't even muster a sigh. Knee for Burger King foot lettuce. Wasn't know what happened yesterday. The black lump was still stuck in my chest. We still had more than 50 days until day 100. We'd be sure to find a way back to break out of the loop by then. Feeling reminded myself of this fact and decided to walk around the school like normal. Okay. Got free time again. Let's work on another gift. Everyone's here this time, so we can just focus on her convenience. We can do Kyoshka. Yeah, let's keep giving her the ankle snacks.
You've made my day.
This reaction is so fucking funny.
Am I right to interpret this as a marriage proposal?
What if the only way out of the loop is to kiss? They're not sitting on the roof, so they can't fall off and die. Just thought, yeah, they should think of that. Maybe it's a little kiss. Takumi should suggest that next time, or Hirko. It'd be more in character for Hirko to suggest that, honestly. I think Hirko would reject it immediately if Takumi suggested it, but if Hirko did it, then Takumi would have to, you know, respond, because, you know, he's a servant. He has to listen to what she says. That kind of stuff. When a girl asks you to kiss her, it's just, you know, you can't just say no. Like, what the fuck would you be doing? Imagine how cruel that'd be. Sunset on the scenery turned dark and dusty. A similar phenomenon was happening in my chest. Couldn't stop thinking about the loop. Was there really a way out of it? I was mulling it over. I realized I wasn't alone.
Huh?
Ava, did you need something? There's something I wish to report to you. Mr. Sumino, you said you were looking for a book called Reflections on Impository Metempsychosis, correct?
Huh?
Yeah, what about it? I think I may have figured out where that book is, I mean. What? I was just talking to Mr. Genzaki, and somehow we ended up on the subject of Mr. Atsuki. Did he Yeah, he's been locked up in the room ever since day 9. I'm asking, but is he doing alright? How's his emotional well-being?
Give him his meal regularly. It always seems the same as ever. I'm still pretty fond of that place. I mean, it's quiet and relaxing. He even said it's perfect for reading.
For reading?
Yeah, bring him books with meals. He asked me for something to read, so I just grabbed a few from the library.
I might ask, was there a book titled Reflections on Impersonatory Metempsychosis in your selection?
Yeah, there was. I remember it because of that weird, complicated title. What do you want to know?
Yeah. Just asking if this proposal, not knowing her and Takumi did in the Roman suit. At least said they would. Yeah. She's already engaged to him. He doesn't need another ring. Ava, thank you. Yeah, but how's Aethel? Give her my short and sweet thanks before sprinting outside. Hiriko, come with me. What is it? I know where the book is. Thunder down the stairs, through the halls and into the capsule room.
Let me guess, you finally figured it out.
Where did you put that book?
I got it right here.
Etta pulled the book out of his jacket, ripped it out of his clutches. Looked over the cover. There was the title I'd wanted to see for so long. Reflections on Impersonatory Metempsychosis. Unfortunately... What the... Oh, the pages are ripped out. What happened to them?
Do you know anything about goats? I've been told more than once that I look like one. Bah, bah.
That's how you phrase it? You couldn't have just said, oh yeah, I ate them. It has to be, I look a lot like a goat, don't I? Oh, Ato, you silly Billy. You don't know how to read. Don't tell me.
That's right, I ate them. Gave me some little food. I was so hungry, I just couldn't help myself.
Hiriko and I searched the room from top to bottom. He frisked Ato just in case he was hiding anything on him. There wasn't so much as a single page. Not a single paragraph of the book remaining. Did you read it? You did, didn't you?
Why did you think I asked if you had finally figured it out?
There's information relevant to our information situation in there. You knew we'd show up for it eventually. Isn't that right?
That's not all. I'll give you a hint of day 36 as well. I happen to be aware of some valuable intel you might be interested in.
So there was information about the time limit in that book. Ato, tell us everything. What exactly was written in it?
Have your hippocampi run away? I said I wouldn't tell you anything until you apologized to me. And not just Takumi. I'm including you too now, Hiriko. That's called joint liability. I'm a lawyer now. Why don't you two get on your knees, put your foreheads to the ground, and lick to the floor while you grovel? We're so sorry, Ato. You don't deserve this. Then maybe, just maybe.
Hey!
There's no way we're doing any of that.
Well, then I guess we're done here. You're gonna have to repeat the same pointless 100 days over, ever and ever. 100 years, 1,000 years, doesn't matter. He'll just keep going for all of eternity. Maybe that's not so bad in its own way. It's the same as being immortal in a sense. On second thought, I'm actually a little jealous of you. So any is that, yeah, I might have to sleep it off for a while. Gonna go ahead and call it a night. Sleep tight, you two.
Okay, but no. Now that we know the book is in there, we can just go to another school and find it, can't we? So no, it'd be time limited. Like we could hop to another timeline where it hasn't been taken yet, but we wouldn't have the time to search the entire library for it. Here can I come to life for the first time in a long while. We could maybe ask Shoma where he found the book. Okay, well done configuring the machine. Everything's ready. I just have to wait for 5 a.m. And the QB liquid. Got it right here. Ask boss to give me a little extra. Oh, what do we do about Ato? We're going to force him to tell us what we know somehow? Have you waste of time? Torture doesn't work on his type. What do you do? Let's think on it. We'll have time. Right now we need to focus on the leap at hand. Goal is anything too complicated this time. Just have to get the QB liquid to its boss in the hunt timeline. But it's possible somebody might slip and crack his head somewhere along the line, isn't it? Next time the blood space will search is day 50. It's about on day 47, so we can't afford to linger under any circumstances. Don't worry, I won't screw up like that again. Then go ahead and work your magic. 5 a.m. on the dot. Clad in our leap suits, you slammed the red button and jumped into the platform. Right, let's go. We're going away. Wow. It's light out. The morning announcement isn't played yet, but someone might wake up early and come over here. Let's proceed with caution. Don't make a sound. Got it. First, we head for Takumi 4's room. Huh? Didn't we go straight to Tsubasa? Looking like this, when she wakes up and screams in our faces, then what? Why do we need to go to Takumi 4's room? I need you to become Takumi 4 again. Then you can give the QB liquid to Tsubasa and explain how he got it. Explain it how? Let's make something up. Yeah, this did have internet. I forgot about this plot point. But if Takumi 4 wakes up while you're at it, we'll have a mess on our hands, that's why. We quietly infiltrated Takumi 4's room. He was still sleeping. Hinako sidled up to him with a reckless amount of force. Stabbed him with a hypodermic needle.
Can't you be a little gentler when you do that? Even if he's from another timeline, he's still me.
I know. And that's why I did it like that. More importantly, change clothes and get to Tsubasa. I'll take your suit and head for the capsule room.
What do we do about him?
We leave him here and go. The anesthetic I used is more powerful than the one from last time. He'll be out for a whole day. We've got nothing to worry
What talent
about.
did we go to? This is the killing game route again. We're giving Tsubasa the QB liquid so that she can repair the escape pod in that route. Stepped out of Takumi 4's room. Gave my leap suit to Hiroko, who wished me luck and vanished inside the school. I watched her leap before I headed to Tsubasa's room. Rang the doorbell and Tsubasa opened the door, sleepily rubbing her eyelids. What is it? It's so early. Sorry, but I will have something to give you. Pulled the QB liquid out of my pocket and handed it to Tsubasa. No way, this is QB liquid. But how? Where do you get this? Well, I snuck out to do some extra exploring last night. I found it then. Where? Oh, geez, where was it again? It was so dark I couldn't really see. Whatever, what matters we can use this to get rid of the particle bacteria. Thank you, Takumi. You're seriously the best. What a relief. Now all of you can leave this place on day 102. What do you mean, all of you? Aren't you going to get in the pod with us? Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I was going to blow the lid off the whole operation if I kept talking. There was only one way out. Well, good luck with everything. Also, Hiroko doesn't like being gentle with him, I see. Yeah, exactly. Turned around and tried to leave Tsubasa behind, but... Wait, aren't you gonna help? I haven't anything to help with. You can ask the others, though, right? Yeah, Takumi, you're her boyfriend in this route. Don't try to skimp out. Wow, heartless magic, kind of offended. You'll just disable the shower and toilet in your room. So I started marching over to my room, panicked and tried to stop her. Wait! Had until 11 a.m. to leap back to our timeline. It's only 6:30 a.m. now, so I still have time. Find you in, I'll help you. Wait, let's get right to it. Just gonna expect like a kiss or whatever. You're finally done. I should have wiped out the particle bacteria. Thanks, Takumi, you really saved us. Just got to the tip of my nose. Saying was the only place affected by the bacteria, right? Yeah, for now. Just to be sure, I'll spray it all around the school later. Can use our replicator in the biolab to increase our stock of QB liquid. How about the escape pod repairs? I'll try to give it a shot. Looks like it's gonna be a serious task, though. When I was spraying the liquid just now, I got inside the pod from a gap in the cord external wall. From there, I saw that the core control system is a mess. I need to replace everything, including the circuit board. I don't really know anything about that stuff, but it sounds like a lot of work. There was one good thing. When you replace the control system circuit board, we'll be able to manually deploy the pod from the war room. From the war room manually? Yeah. So we can escape the school without waiting for day 100. Exactly, but it's gonna take at least 50 days to fully repair it. You have to work at top speed. But in our timeline, where it's not broken, that means we can now head over there early. We just get supposed to repair it. Have it done by day 95 the earliest. That barely changes anything. Can't the others help you out with some of it? There's plenty they could do, but I can't really ask them for help right now. Smack them in the middle of the invader hunt after all. Huh? Can't really ask the members we're up against, you know? Hold on, I thought the invader hunt was over. How do you say? Got back from attack a while back. Ever since the real sponsor showed up on day 33. Yeah. Wait, yeah, on 33. That's before Eito jump, because Eito's the third one. But the sponsor's still alive? Yeah, the sponsor said the one that got killed on day 34 was a spear. Kakoji's still out there. Right. Which means he's likely to be hiding somewhere inside the school. I was looking for a place to hide in the school without being found. Alright, Smet. Underground. The hidden room. descended the stairs to the basement. Just we suspected someone was there, but it wasn't who we were expecting. Ah, it's Eito. Wait, then there's the second one is also Eito? What are you doing here? Eito stared at Hiroko and her lips and nodded as to something that just clicked for him. I see, you must be Hiroko. I recognize the voice. Identifying people by their voice rather than their appearance is something out of a forte of mine. Leaf suits had voice changers, but Hiroko's was turned off at that point. Oh wait, no, this is just before he takes over, isn't it? Hiroko's just gonna barge in before they become a couple in this timeline. Yeah. Because everyone looks like hideous monsters to you. I know about that. I can't say I'm surprised. Also, just telling me you have experience jumping to other timelines. Hiroko, you don't belong to this timeline, do you? Hiroko from this timeline is already dead. You're here for some other timeline. That's where you learned about my secrets. Same probably goes for you, Takumi. Hiroko being alive doesn't seem to bother you at all. Just two of you jumped from the same timeline, didn't you? So what if we did? No, just thinking out loud. After all, you're the same as us. You don't belong to this timeline either. Eito in this timeline had this cryptoglobin absorbed by Takumi in day 2. Despicably cruel. Even if this isn't my timeline, that's hard to forgive. You asked me from the Box of Calamity timeline. Jumped from it on day 36, didn't you? Oh. Box of Calamity, is that what you're calling it? You're probably right. I imagine that's the timeline I came from. I asked to get to school, wandered the streets, and by chance stumbled on some sort of laboratory. I started to tinker with the machinery there, and before I knew it, I was here. There's no way that just happened just by chance. Oh, but it did. It's not so surprising, considering my specialist skill. How's your fortune telling? Eito nodded slowly. Fine, we'll say it was a coincidence. Let me ask you something. Are you the sponsor of the Invader Hunt? No matter the timeline, we're still just extents. The Invader Hunt started on day 26. How could I sponsor the game when I only arrived here on day 36? Day 36. The real sponsor must be Kakoji. I do know who it is. Not answering, huh? Oh, so be it. I'm not interested in the sponsor anyway. What are you doing here? Why are you here? Wanted to read. Read? Why'd you do that? You don't know why someone would read. You're terminally stupid, I fear. God, I read to satisfy my intellectual hunger. There's so much I want to know. About humanity, about space, about the laws of physics that govern it all, and of course, about the mystery behind my own existence. You two are completely unrelated to my timeline, so allow me to confess in full. Deep down, I wanted to see the people the way you see them. Purely as a matter of intellectual curiosity. So I started reading all kinds of books to find a way to make it happen. Unfortunately, it seems to release some kind of glitch in my brain. As long as I have that, I won't be able to perceive the people the way you do. Sad, isn't it? Shall we cry about it together? All I want is to be friends. Are we leading into this by saying that if we quote-unquote cure Eito in the SF timeline, that he might help us? Like as the way of thanks?
All I want is to be friends. Do you know anything about how to get this glitch out of my brain? If you do, I think I could be your comrade again, in the truest sense of the word. I suppose there's no point in asking. You don't believe me, do you? I'll just have to disappear, I suppose.
Disappear?
Don't tell me.
Exactly. See you around. The very next second, Ada pulled something out of his pockets. They stayed at us. Instantly, the object exploded. Didn't have time to close my eyes or plug my ears. A stun grenade! I remembered my brief realization before losing consciousness. Huh? Day 46. Oh no, we can't go back until day 50. We're stuck in here. Crap.
You certainly sleep hard.
Oh no, we
Maybe
just
it's an after effect of leap damage.
we went back in Thailand. Okay, we're safe.
This is my room, right? Are we back in steady fundamental?
Of course. And who do you think you have to thank for that?
Don't tell me. Again.
I seriously considered just abandoning you this time. But I knew I'd miss having an errand boy. So I carried you back.
Thanks, Hiroko.
Was it a stun grenade that went off? Were you alright?
I was wearing my leap suit, so I took almost no damage.
Set up and got out of bed. What happened after that? After the lights subsided, Eito 3 was gone. 3? That was the Eito from the Box of Calamity timeline. The versions of us in that timeline are Hiroko 3 and Takumi 3, right? Figured the same could apply to him. I see, so Eito 3 got away. Tried to chase him, but you're already incontinent and laid out. Don't you mean inanimate? I was running out of time to make the leap, so I had to give up on 803. Hiroko sighed deeply. Had to do something. Kakoji is in that timeline too. That's true, but let's set it aside for a moment. There's someone I want to introduce you to first. Who? What? Someone? This is the infirmary, that chair. It's a dominating cognitive reconstruction therapy device. The new and improved version. So who did you want to introduce me to? Ready for you. Come on out. Someone stepped out. Is it Eito? What, Eito? Instantly balled up my fist and squared up. It's okay. He's on our side now. On our side? Let's be absolutely clear. This is the timeline. This timeline's Eito. In other words, Eito won. Let him out of the capsule room? Yes. Why? Don't be so alarmed, Takumi. I'll be completely reborn. Oh no, is he love and peace, Eito again? Love and peace! Do you remember what 803 said in the Hunt timeline? Do you ever get this glitch out of my brain? That gave me an idea. A cerebral glitch repair program. Love and peace. Love and peace. Exactly. Is he back? But I figured that wouldn't be enough to get rid of the bone deep contempt he had for humanity. So you used that Talmudic thing? You gave a lobotomy? Yes, with Sirenigo's permission, of course. Originally, this machine couldn't be used on special defense unit members, but thanks to my improvements on its design, I was able to use it on Eito. And thanks to Hiroko, I'm actually see me now. Well, I suppose it don't look any different. My mind feels like it's been thoroughly cleansed. What do we look like to you? How can I explain it? Start with, Hiroko looks like an intellectual or refined woman with great beauty. She blushed? And then Takumi, you look like a half-rotted cherry tomato that's been left in the back of the refrigerator too long. Oh my god, he's right! He's still glitched! That was a joke. In truth, you're a beautiful young man with a dignified face, full of courage and passion. Beautiful? Oh, maybe I've said too much. I've revealed my homosexuality. I'm ready to come out now that I don't hate anyone anymore. I'm ready to come out. I'm gay. You cured my homophobia, Takumi. At any rate, appearance is something that could only be described subjectively. What I see and what you see are not necessarily the same. But at the very least, I no longer have the physiological aversion to your appearance that I used to. To put it simply, in my eyes, you all look truly beautiful. That's your explanation. You really don't feel hatred for us or the rest of humanity now? That's right. So we can trust you now. I swear you can, on my life. And tell us about the book. What did you read in it? Exactly what you'd expect. Covers the history and examples of the time loop phenomena, as well as some scientific considerations. You want to know how to get out of that time loop. Was there anything about that? There was. You jumped to the past from day 100 to day 2, right? Loop was triggered by that first trip back in time. Once force is applied to an object, it will continue to move at the same speed until additional external force is applied. It's a law of inertia. Okay, so the original timeline is the original timeline, fully. Okay. It's just every other timeline that's a time loop. Okay. Without friction resistance, a spinning top would continue to spin forever. A pendulum continues to swing from side to side. A weighted spring continues to move up and down. That's exactly what your situation is like. Enough explaining. Get to the conclusion. How do we break out of the loop? What's good explaining is this example of the spring. You two with the weight on the spring. Time moves down from day 2 to day 100. But it can't progress any further. The restoring force of the spring brings it back to day 2. So how do we cut loose from the spring? To increase the weight. Precisely. But how do we do that? Let me get straight to the point. It all comes down to the lives of the Special Defense Unit. Their lives. We need everyone to survive. That's how we stop it. Hold on. Is the stream okay? Oh, weird. Ace of Spades, did that cut out for you? Oh. My stream manager, my chat on my phone, for some reason it stopped showing the viewers and duration, and so I was like, I went in a bit of a panic, but it says it's okay now. And Streamlabs itself has not had any errors, it seems. Didn't see anything wrong. Okay. That's good. Just wanted to check. I panicked for a second that the stream had cut out for some random reason. Cool. Everything's as it seems. Let's continue then. Indeed, the weight here is the weight of life itself.
Ensure that all the Special Defense Unit members in the timeline survive until 10 a.m. on day 100. A sum of all those lives will serve as a huge weight taking tear away the mighty spring that is the time loop.
So that's it. Just gotta get everyone to survive. Here Kanai was silent. 3 seconds later, I shouted out loud. Yes! We can finally break through the time loop! We just have to keep everyone in this timeline alive. That's no problem at all. Everyone's survival was one of my goals anyway. Even without this information, we were going to protect everyone anyway. Well, we have a definite objective now, so I'm grateful for that. Our friend's survival is directly linked to our escape from the loop. The situation just got much simpler. The Grand Eito's eyes spoke. Thank you, Eito. I'm going to trust you for now.
For now, that's good enough, I guess. Try to regain lost trust.
I mean, it did stab us in the back in the comic age shirt, and that's why I'm kind of hesitant, but...
I'll do everything I can to support you until you can trust me unconditionally.
Yay. Day 46 ended in excitement, or rather it didn't. Tomorrow, day 47, we face another defensive battle. Here Kanai had something we needed to do before that. That something was... What? Day 47. Everyone gathered in the war room before the morning announcement played. Yeah, we need to announce that Eito's chill now.
No second than the last time. One last time. We're really gonna let that whack job Eito fight for us?
Spent 3 hours going over this last night. Heard your arguments against it, but in the end you all agreed to this. Sadly, this isn't 11-piece Eito, just normal Eito. Yeah, looks like. 11-piece Eito was faking it anyway, so... I think that's a sign that he's actually kind of chill this time. Ah, you sounded so confident. So passionate, it was like you're spitting fire. It felt right to trust you.
If a god draw like me is pretty to say so. Eito does seem different from before somehow.
That's right, his aura before was poopy brown, but now it's a shiny poopy red.
Thank you, although I'm not quite sure if that was a compliment.
Besides, you heard what he seriously said. Heard if Eito does anything even a little threatening, I'll detonate the bomb inside of him. Did I say that? You did, sir. Oh, sure, I'll take your word for it. I'm so sleepy then. I don't really remember.
For the love of murder, I feel okay.
Like I said last night, I'll follow our captain's lead. I agree.
As do I.
I personally am quite opposed. Introducing a new character now will just take attention away from me. I want everyone's praise and adoration. I want everyone to fawn over me. I'll toss you a frisbee later. Then I'm on board. What? Ava, what's going on with your character?
Thank you, everyone. Ava's right. I am like a new character on the battlefield. But I'll give it my all to fight for you. Then maybe you'll fawn over me after the battle.
Ava flashed a carefree smile. It was infectious. Soon all of us were smiling. Well, that near enemy will be here any moment now. So, Nigo, if you will. Got it. I'll cue the music. Yeah, we're referring to Tommy this time. What's the freaky old Enka song? Folk song, right? I kind of like it. I know the reason for the song choice already, so no need to talk about that again. Two commanders will attack this time. Turum Tommy and New Gank. The former manipulates sound waves. She'll try to pull us into a hallucination by playing frequencies inaudible to human ears. To prevent that, we have to play a particular piece of music that includes waveforms and antiphase to hers. That's the folk song you're hearing now. By playing this song in advance, enemy sound waves will be cancelled out, which means no hallucinations. Isn't that right, Sire? Even though the brainwashing gives funny moments with Ava, I really hope they turn it back to normal at the end. Yeah, I know. I feel conflicted because it's funny moments, but also it's, you know, that. Perfect recap, Shizahara. Couldn't have said it better myself. So you discussed our strategy? Time fight.
With all on Dick early.
I said the enemy would attack after the morning announcements. That's weird, really? We're well past wake up time now. Could have been with how we redirected the entire announcement system to play that song. That guy might be in trouble. Trouble? How? If the morning announcement didn't play, might be something wrong with the intruder there too. Oh? They've already been here. I knew it. What did you do? It's already breached the wall. I do something quick. Talking. Got it. Not firmly. But let's do this. Special defense unit, move out. Battle start.
Nice!
Now you won't have to worry about those auditory attacks.
I'll just turn off the music.
Well then, everyone, the rest is up to you.
Wallop those nasty invaders!
There she is. Yeah. Hello again. Let the show begin. Let the show begin. Let the show begin. Let's show begin. Ba 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 ba. Okay.
I am Mugen, the power god of Chad. I was too late.
Continue with this.
Just when I thought we'd finally put that first one in her place!
That must be the time reversal we heard so much about.
C-Ray and Nigo warned us about this, but it's even more a pain than I could have guessed. We'd best save ourselves some trouble and take out that new gang first.
If we don't, this battle will never end.
All right, everyone. Let's show these guys what we can do and end them!
This is my specialty! A show especially for you! Here I go!
Everyone, this is horrible. The school is...
It's okay, keep it together. C-Ray told us about this trick too.
Right. It's just an illusion. Once we beat her and Tammy, it should go back to normal.
Isn't it against the rules for them to tag team us like this?
Shoma was right. We need to deal with Mugang first.
Okay, here goes.
Weird to see A2 in the battle. Like that kind of got off guard to see his face and hear his voice right now. Ba, 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 ba. Battle is over. With Tammy defeated, we could see the school as it really was again. But our relief was short-lived. Imagine this?
Huh? Where's Tammy?
Mugang's gone too!
They just ran off together.
They were holding each other for support.
Aw, cute. I ship it.
They looked so sad, hobbling off like that.
That was enough for me. Had a good idea what the twins were thinking. They could hardly see themselves in those two commanders as they helped one another.
Well, whatever. I don't feel like chasing after them to finish them off.
They were so completely covered in wounds. Their organs and bones will be in tatters by now. I doubt they'll show up here again.
Then is it time for the usual?
I think so.
All right. Ready? And go!
Cheer, right?
Special Defense Unit,
Yep.
best in the world, indestructible and undefeated. Never lose, never yield. Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Okay, thank you guys. Everybody's voices sounded loudly. The moment there was silence and somebody spoke.
That's not fair, Takumi.
Ima. They remind me of me and my dear
usually
sister.
leads
Yeah.
the chance.
Aww.
But Sir Takumi is our leader.
He probably should have been the one saying it the whole time.
Fine. I'll let you do it from now on. But a little advice? You have to do the ready and go! Like you really mean it. Put some spirit into it.
Oh my god.
Detail.
I didn't know she put so much thought into it.
Everyone giggled as he looked at Nozomi. She blinked innocently a few
By the
times.
way, when does the fawning I was hoping for start?
Aww.
Mr. Otsuki, did you really contribute to the battle that much?
Come on, I definitely did. Didn't you see?
Well, you'll just have to wait.
Our next defensive battle is in 10 days. So I suggest you start training for that.
Now that's unfair.
It was Atos slumped his shoulders in disappointment, and everyone burst into laughter. Atos really one of us now. There's no way he'd betray us again. Casual but bright smile on Atos' face was more than genuine enough to convince me of that. They really are just okay now. This is all going way too well. Up. Suddenly remembers the killing game routes. Now he also remembers falling in love with Tsubasa. I belted up right and looked around me. This is my room. My body was freezing. Cold sweat soaked every inch of me. Was that a dream? No, wasn't it? I'd experienced something like this many times before. It was a piece of the same kind of thing, which meant something that happened in another timeline. I headed over to see Hiroko and I gave her the rundown of what I just remembered. She nodded in silence and led me to our usual spot. None of them all dying to Veshness. Yeah, that was one of the endings. Also, this is kind of relevant since Hiroko doesn't know about this route. So this is important. Actually, I had a vision of the same event just before I woke up. But that's not possible. What I just saw was from the Hunt timeline. Lost you on day 30 of the timeline. There's no way you'd know what happened after that. Say what you will, but I saw what I saw. Do get the feeling that it was something I saw firsthand, though. Felt more like something I had heard from somebody else was playing outside my head. Maybe I jumped to day 100 of the Hunt timeline somewhere along the way. Then somebody told me what happened in that timeline. After that, my consciousness jumped back to day 2 and I lost the memory. You just regained it now? That's one possible explanation anyway. No, there's more going on here. Is someone controlling these memory flashes? Is that possible? Because it's awfully convenient that Takumi is getting everything right now and never in any of the other timelines. It's interesting. There's so much to learn. Uh-oh, how's she gonna react to the Takumi and Tsubasa romance? Oh no! We can't tell her about that, but she knows now. Oh no. As usual, we continue the question after changing locations. It's more important than the specifics of what we just saw. So, you and Tsubasa, you were an item, I take it? Yeah. First of all, Kakoji is gonna self-destruct soon. But her death won't stop the invader hunt, because 8-3 will take her place as the game's sponsor. We'll have more casualties, and finally on day 93...
The survivors will launch a last-ditch attack against Veshness. And all of them will die.
Wish we could help them. Do you think there's anything we can do? Let's give it some thought. We still have 2 days until we can leap again. Yeah. But they didn't get the good ending there. What changes that? Put away with Hiroko, headed for the cafeteria and gobbled down some toast before going back to my room. Okay, so once I'm worried about the Hunt timeline, I still have things to get done in this one. Okay, but like, where's the Killing Game timeline? Box of Blessings. Mystery, Killing Game, okay. In the end where that happens, what was the choice that led to that again? Yeah, it was like around here. I think this is it. If we kill the baby and get left behind? That doesn't change things. What's the last choice before that? Who will you fight first? Sponsor the Dalshia. Interesting. Interesting, okay. Free time? Yep, sure. Report card, let's keep maxing out Kyoshika. Still has like 2 left. And Panda 4. think
would
killing
like
her
for
baby
you
leads to
know
them
me
all dying to
better, Sir
vegetables.
Takumi.
Yeah, but why does that change?
So allow me to share some details of my everyday life
don't know.
with you. Until recently, I lived with my master, who was also my grandfather, in a forest on the outskirts of the Tokyo residential complex. Grandfather was extremely strict, so we did more training than studying. I would learn language and history from any historical manga he procured for me. In fact, I had never interacted with people my age until I came here. That is why it fills me with such great joy to spend my days with all of you. I do miss the forest I used to live in, but enjoying my youth in a training camp environment like this has always been a dream of mine. So it all works out. My high school debut will be one to remember, and if occasional
Aw.
etchy antics ensue, all the better.
That's nice. Okay, but now just a few more times. Just 3 more times when we have our Kyoshika maxed out. We're spending all plants on her. And now we've got a report just after dinner. Tsubasa had finished preparing the school bus. Moment to hear the news, we made our way to the parking lot. There we saw. Oh, Tsubasa, this is amazing. The wheel's back in perfect shape. Actually, isn't it even shinier than it was before? Good get jealous. That moisturizer do I need to use for that kind of TV sheen. Frankly, I'm stunned. You completely killed it. No, this is nothing. Then perhaps you're willing to fix a rotten heap of junk like myself? I think that's above my pay grade. Kyoshika, stop salivating over the muffler, you deviant. I swear I wasn't looking. Seeing what the engine while I was at it, so I think it'll go faster than before. So let's test it out before Dojin Gaku and Defender catch up. Why me? Oh, I'm jealous. I want to be praised too. Me too. Must have been so much work, Kawada. Thank you all for your hard effort. I'll give you a collectible superhero eraser as a reward. I can't really see myself needing that. Thank you, Tsubasa. You're a lifesaver. Come on, guys. Work deserves to be praised. I'd like to offer you my thanks as well. You too, Hiriko. You're making me blush. Tend to shower praise and Tsubasa until late. All that time laughter echoed non-stop throughout the parking lot. Finished breakfast and returned to my room. Couldn't get the hunt timeline out of my mind. If we didn't do something, everyone there would die. You had to do something, I just didn't know what. Tomorrow I'll go to the hunt timeline. We can figure it out then. Remember this to myself. I decided to make my usual rounds. Okay, time to finish off Kyoshika. Actually, wait, we should be watching out for Eito. See if he gets his green star. Fucking hang out with him doing this. Actually, very important. And Tsubasa, nope, not Eito. I hope he's still able to do it now. Like, hope it isn't still only locked to the original one. Another the Kyoshika, and that should do it. Aww. Panda.
There are things in this life I must protect. That certainly includes my grandfather's legacy, who was my only blood relative. But there is more to it than that.
I think they gave Ava and Eito the same personality if they're both asking for praise. I mean, no, I think that's just quirky.
I wish to
don't
protect
know, maybe.
all who are seen as weaker. Whether they be young, elderly, male, female, animals, or even plants. I will fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. And let the holy Jumanji sword feast on the blood of the wicked. All I do for what is just. That is my way of the sword. Do you think me greedy? I will be the greediest person in the world if it brings justice. All the friends that I have made here come under my protection as well. You are my first friends.
Aww.
After all,
Our first friends.
the Holy Jumanji Sword and I shall keep fighting for the people we treasure. Rest assured that I will watch your back in any situation, Sir Takumi. I consider you a most excellent combat partner.
Huh? What do you mean we can't jump to the hunt timeline?
Is that one locked too? By
Oh.
Ato? Didn't see me around school during the day, did you? So because I was in the lab doing maintenance on the PLM. While I was doing that, I realized someone locked the machine in the hunt timeline. Oh, tell me, 803? It's highly likely. We're the only ones who know he's there. It would be a problem for him if we showed up again. So he stopped us from going back to that timeline. Probably. Can't say for sure when he did it. Must have been between day 45 when he first saw us and day 49.
Oh.
Never it was, the lock will only be removed after day 50 days have passed. And it's day 95 at the earliest. Everyone in the timeline gets wiped out on day 93. In other words, you won't make it. Yes, unfortunately. But yeah, we do. The choice isn't dependent on us. It's just, it's possible we just do get there. We sat there stunned for a while. May not have been from our timeline, but all our friends were going to die. Spoke to the versions of them in that timeline. Spent especially a lot of time with Tsubasa. Memories came rushing back. Mind the Star barely smile. How much longer would she be able to smile like that? Clenched my fist tightly, feared at my inability to help her. I understand how you feel. What's most important is that we protect everyone in this timeline.
In short?
Yep. Because then we get out of the loop. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this only because it's our way out of the time loop. I know. Our priorities are still the same. We have to make it to 10 a.m. on day 100. All of us alive and happy. Right, let's focus on what we can do to make that happen. It's not that complicated, is it? We just have to keep winning our defensive battles. All the way to day 100. Yeah, are you saying this some other way? Oh. Yeah, we go early. Exactly.
If we went up there, we wouldn't have to fight.
The artificial satellite?
Wouldn't that be safer? It would boost our chances of survival much more than staying here.
How will we get there? The escape pod wouldn't activate until day 100. I'm aware of that. We can't go flying into the vacuum of space if we rip the door off either. We can forget about the pod. How then? We can try calling for rescue. The liver mortis codes. Oh, we jump into timelines where we're already dead.
Oh.
We'll use a distress signal transmitter. The maximum cargo of the rescue craft is 2 tons. More than enough for all 16 of us. What, didn't we go over this before? We didn't put 9 out of the 10 liver mortis codes from Team 1 to boot the machine. And those codes only show up when a unit member is truly dead. So that would mean at least 9 deaths. Wait, hold on, are you suggesting what I think you are? I think so.
Of course. Nobody has to actually die. We can just get the codes from other timelines.
Yes! New goal. It's a good idea, but it's not the most pleasant means of getting things done. It will mean we'll be using the deaths of our friends in other timelines for the sake of our own survival. That's true, but we wouldn't be killing anyone or allowing them to be killed either. Go after versions of them that were already dead. Just looking for the backs of those we never could have done anything for. I'm sure they'd forgive us. Yeah, I sure hope so. Think about it, Takumi. We'll speak for the sake of saving everyone in this timeline. Yeah, I get that. Alright, whose liver mortis codes do we need? Already saw 5 of them in the mystery timeline. Let's review them first. Tsubasa, her liver mortis code was 2, right? Sifted through my memories of the mystery timeline and gave her a firm nod. Held the foreword in Kakoji's scrapbook. Eitos was 8, Gaku's 0, Kako's 9, and Shomon's was 3. So, who are we missing? We're missing Takumi and Hiroko, Ima, Takemaru, and Darumi? That makes 10. And we only need 4 of them. Finding Darumi is gonna be tricky. I guess we have to go the slasher route. Where does that leave us? 5 of them left from Team 1. Darumi, Ima, Takemaru, myself, and me. Anyway, we need to find just 4 of those liver mortis codes. Then we can activate the distress signal transmitter, and the 16 of us can get onto the rescue craft.
Once that's done, we'll all go to the artificial satellite together.
Yeah. Are there any timelines where 4 of them are dead right now? I don't think so. There isn't even one where 2 or 3 of them are dead. Guess we'll all just have to check different timelines one by one. Indeed. We can't do one where their humanity is absorbed either, so the army getting killed by Veshness in the main timeline is off the table too. There's Takemaru dying in the slasher route. There's also the army dying in the slasher route. But I think that's happened a bit later. Who am I missing? Who am I forgetting? The coming of age route? No one died there. Ima though. We can look for Ima in the Box of Blessings route, or the Box of Calamity. He got killed by the doll in one of those. Should probably go and find Dharmi's Livor Mortis code tomorrow. You remember, don't you? He was killed in the battle against Vesh in some timelines. Alright. But, does it appear once he's been drained?
Oh.
We'll jump to the Coming of Age timeline where it branches off from that event. Coming of Age timeline? You don't remember it, so I doubt there's any point in explaining. It's a timeline that plays out like some kind of teen drama. Like, wow, the teenage dream, you know what I mean? I had no idea what she was trying to tell me. She watches a lot of anime or something. Everyone died in the slasher route, but we probably burned since the missiles went off. I mean, yeah, but we're basing it off of where we are right now. The missiles haven't gone off in the slasher route. That's not until day 100. Right now in the slasher routes, a few people should be dead, like Moko and that's comedy routes. There's a slasher. This is AA. You already split off here with the battle with Nozomi. Like someone like Takemaru died early there, and so did Dharmi. Hold on, let's see. No, Naito. When did they die? It was, yeah. Takemaru's dead on actually 52. We can't retrieve him. You mean Love and Peace? Yeah, still Love and Peace timeline. And then Dharmi dies even later. I think she's next after Kurata. Yeah. Actually quite late. We can't really... Only Takemaru's retrievable in that timeline, actually. We could also get Dharmi from the slasher route. Oh, right. It's right after that, though. Already have Kakos in the mystery route. Killing Game route. Could get Hirokos in the Killing Game route, but no, that's locked. The mystery route is locked. The comedy route doesn't have anyone dead. Yeah, we just have the Box of Blessings route right now. Cult of Takumi too, but actually no, there's other timelines probably if we split off from the OG timeline. From here, yeah. There's one still free. We don't know, like Chapter 8, Chapter 7, Chapter 6. Those are still fair game. Anyone could be dead at those ones. What about Zombie Route? Zombie Route hasn't started yet. Zombie Yugumu doesn't show up until day 50. And we don't even need Yugumu. Yeah. Dharmi gets killed by Yugumu on straight up day 51. Day 52. No. On day 50. Yeah. And we're hopping on day 50, so we need to be just barely captured. And at this point, it's better to go to the coming of age route it's okay to find the Himanuma drained bodies. Should head back soon. You know when maybe we can leave tomorrow, right? Yeah, just check the device. Windows between 7:30 and 11:10 p.m. Head to the lab in the morning. I should have some maintenance to finish. We'll come to the lab alone by 7 o'clock, or else. It's left before he could respond as usual. Left on my own, I casually glanced up at the sky and saw the satellite. I'll be able to get there before long. All I needed was 4 more Livor Mortis codes. As I thought about that, I found it hard to calm the thumping in my chest. I stretched my hand toward the satellite and clasped my fingers into my palm, as if I could somehow catch it in my grasp.
Aha!
Okay, does everyone have one now? Everybody except Miss Yusahara. Ah, it's fine. She went out to explore early this morning. I gave her hers before she left.
That's lame metal. I think I might be allergic to this cheap metal plating.
When was her second day again? get through the bout. I guess you didn't notice. You've just been bestowed medals of great honor.
Honor my ass. Hey everyone, why don't we have a party tonight? A party? Yes, to celebrate the halfway point.
Nice, speak my language, bro. I'm up for that. Me too.
Count me in.
One after another, everyone expressed their approval of the idea. Well, Takumi, since you had to respond, they wouldn't be there that night. I had to jump to the coming of age timeline, but I couldn't come out and say that, so... Yeah, of course. I'll let Hiroko know about it, too. That settles it. Tonight we'll have a halfway to 100 party.
Sounds good, but the name's kind of mid, ain't it?
How about we call it a hump day party?
I'm picking up what you're putting down, Miss Amamiya.
Yeah, sound kind of fun. Sure, why not? Sirei, Nigo, you don't mind, do you?
Yum.
Oh, the next defensive battle, it's on day 57, so okay, I'll grant you special permission. But no freaking, no grinding, and no throwing it back. Yeah, Kyoshika, maybe don't bring your sword to this one.
I would never freak or grind with the Holy Jumanji sword.
Spent the morning and afternoon preparing for the party. I knew I wasn't going to be able to participate, but I was also in no place to refuse, so I helped out too. As the day wore on, the sun sank steadily west in the sky. Well, it's 5:40 p.m. I still had some time until I had to meet Hiroko, but I didn't want to get yelled at for being late, so I decided to leave the school and head to the lab early. Stepped into the entrance hall. Siri and Nigo were there, almost as if they'd been waiting for me. Kyoshika, you didn't say you wouldn't throw it back, though. Well, I wish you hara, huh? So no. There was about relationships between students. No heavy petting. I saw what's going on. We'll be back before the day is over. There should be a problem. What about the hump day party? You're not going to attend? No, sorry. Do me a favor and come up with an excuse for me. You're a real loose cannon, pal, although I admit you're the one keeping our operation running smoothly. You've yet to experience single fraternity, and you managed to get Mr. Outsuki to cooperate with us. So for now, we'll let your egregious behavior slide. Normally, I'd have to execute you for this kind of stuff, you know. I'm so sorry, and so grateful for your generosity and understanding. You didn't mean that at all. Still, I never would have guessed that a cerebral glitch repair program could be used like that. You managed to fix Outsuki's defect, and successfully used the demelic therapy on him too. I was like Shizahara's handiwork more than yours, but it was still a brilliant idea. You're the one who created the program, sir. I think you're the true brains here. Now, is that right? I mean, of course, only a 300 IQ genius like me could ever make such a thing. Nico, the thumb drive you gave Hiroko must have had a copy of the program on it, right? I never made any copies. Me neither. Actually, I don't recall giving Miss Hiroko any thumb drive in the first place. Yeah, there was only ever one of those. What does that mean? On the night of day 16, Hiroko and I left the killer zombie timeline. We had 2 goals back then. Preventing the death of Hiroko 2. Pursuing the Gi data from Takumi 2's brain. I succeeded in saving Hiroko, but failed to capture Takumi 2. Got cornered by him, fell out of the bathroom window, and got knocked unconscious. Next I knew I was day 17. Then I woke up back in my room in this timeline. Hiroko told me...
Trading.
Actually, I had 2 thumb
I gave
drives.
it to Hiroko, too. She injected Takumi, too, with...
Could it be she lied to me? She never gave Hiroko 2 the thumb drive? Which means that timeline Takumi 2 is...
He's still infected with the Gi data.
Confronting her. I see Sir Nigo exposed my secrets. Well, that's true. Never gave Hiroko 2 a thumb drive. Why would you lie to me? I'm sorry, I can't tell you that. Why the hell not? Do you have any idea what you've done? If we'd fixed Takumi 2, then... he wouldn't have had to die on day 25. We could have prevented Moko's death on day 43. She remained silent. Her face was screwed up tightly. She was staring at her feet. Fine, you can't tell me why. That's all there is to it. We only have 5 minutes until we can leave anyway. But if you really can't tell me, you have to let me choose the next timeline we leave to instead. Where are you planning to go? Is it obvious? A serial killer timeline. Going to erase the Gi data from Takumi 2's brain. Going through something. Everyone except you will end up being killed. There's no other place for that timeline to go. There's more branches that end up with Takumi 2 murdering everyone. So you want to create a new branching path? Yes! Going to create a timeline where nobody else is going to get killed. A future where everybody who's left can live out a happy life. What if I refuse to go with you? I need that thumb gem of yours to fix Takumi's too. But there's only one, so... Are you going to take it from me by force? Takumi, you promised me last night. Said we'd go to the coming of age timeline and find Taramis Living Mortis code. Remember what you said our top priority was? Making it to 10 a.m. on day 100 in this timeline. Together and happy. The surest way to do that is to go find those 4 liver mortis codes and call the rescue craft. We'll have a greater chance of survival if we go to the artificial satellite. As a result, we'll finally be freed of this time loop. Hiriko's words helped me regain my composure a little. What she was saying made complete sense. The versions of our friends in the timeline are top priority, but even if I did manage to fix the serial killer timeline's Takumi, it wouldn't erase the branch of that timeline where he never cured. A timeline where Takumi too killed everyone will still exist somewhere in the blood space. Knowing that, is there any point in fixing him? One real was still covered in flames no matter what I did. And I thought about what Hiriko had told me before.
Of course, one of them is still destined to burn in hellfire. There's no changing that. But it's better than if we'd never added that second line at all. At least this gives the passengers a 1 in 2 chance at happiness.
I sincerely apologize for lying. I was obviously in the wrong. Despite everything I just said, I'll let you make the final decision. You lead, I'll follow. I'll keep my mouth shut and cooperate with whatever you want to do. Oh? Wait, are we deciding finally? Okay. Guess we're doing this. Jump to which timeline? Damn, okay, interesting. Fuck. Where do we jump? I think it is wiser to try to save everyone with the coming of age routes, so I'll do that first. Yeah. Interesting choice there. I was in doubt if we'd ever even be deciding stuff in this one, but well, we created an alternate timeline now. Yeah. So we're here now. Interesting. All the way on day 52. Sad, I think you might be right. So we're going to the coming of age timeline. Now let's listen. That doesn't mean I don't feel anything for everyone in the serial killer timeline. What matters to me is most is everyone here in this one. I don't have to explain. I know how much it pained you to make this choice. Takumi, this is the right choice. We won't regret it. No, I won't let it cause any regrets. Hiriko placed her hand on my shoulder and felt some of the tension in my chest ease up. 7:40 p.m. It's been 10 minutes since the leap window opened. In order to regain the time we lost, we speedily put on our leap suits and configured the machine. The comedy started because Gia Takumi pushed one of the leap suit people in the fire, probably Takumi. What day did that happen? Oh, wait, no, that's on 43. That was Yugami who... Wait, good question. Good fucking question. Was that Takumi? No, hold on. No, yeah, I think that was day 43, or wasn't it? No. What's the Takumi timeline? Actually, so right. Did we kill Takumi in that branch? The attacker. Dodge the attacker. Chill. And this one didn't end with Yugamo dying. Yeah, so Yugamo in this one. You're so right. He was live when that happened. Yugamo was in the comedy route, yeah. Yugamo was only in this incident on day 43. And over here, it was someone else. It was Takumi. You're so right. I didn't even realize that. In order to regain the time we lost, speedily put on our leap suits and configure the machine. And then...
No.
Here we go. We made it to the school, but we can't afford to linger. Man, we went until 11:10 p.m. That's plenty of. I've forgotten what we came here to do. Look at the code of Dharmi's back, right? Yes, son of dead body. What do you think that body is? Let's remember to think about this timeline. Because still no, Dharma was killed in the battle against Vessels Day 9. At the start of this timeline, in the Box of Calamity timeline. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure all of us buried her. Now to remember, you know what we have to do. We gotta grab the shovels.
We're going to dig up her grave.
Do we have any other option? That's why I said we couldn't linger.
But...
I understand your reservation. I don't want to do this either, but our hands are tied. We have to do this if we want to go to the artificial satellite.
Okay.
Grab the nearby shovel, shim my eyes tightly, and throw it into the ground. Hiroko and I started digging silence. With each shovelful of dirt, there was a surging ache in my chest. Eventually, I saw Dharma's body in the dirt. She was strained of her cryptoglobin, thinking by nothing but a blackened mummy. Tragic to look at. My heart felt like it was about to burst out of my eyes.
We have to do this. She fought valiantly to protect all of us in this timeline. Her body is the embodiment of all of the nobility and sacredness of that act. It would be rude of us to look away.
Bit my lip and gave a small arm looking back down at Tarumi.
I'm sorry, Darumi. I'm going to have to move you a little. We're doing this so you can live on elsewhere. So please, forgive us.
Hiroko paused as she lifted up the body and turned it around. On the back was a single number.
Does that say 5?
Seems so.
Carefully restored Darumi's grave.
Thank you, Darumi.
Please, rest in peace.
Pressed our palms together so he said goodbye to her, and quietly took our leave. Made my way to the cafeteria for breakfast. When I got there, I saw everyone but Siri and Ego. Talk to me, how many times is this now, man? Yeah, we kind of stopped disappearing all of a sudden, Captain. We did this last night, didn't we? We went to the city ruins to destroy some enemy recon devices. Isn't that right? Yeah, exactly. Eito's covering for us. I wasn't sure why Eito's covering for me, but I decided I'd better just go with the flow. Hey, you went off exploring and never came back. What are you up to? Well, you know we're talking in the city, right? Then you finished the mission together. Yes, exactly. Just assume, at least say something before you take off. What is this word called? It's AA, okay. Interesting how this is gonna go. I have no idea. Okay, hold on, yeah. When Kitaku was about to kill Hiroko, he tackled you, ran after you, and then in that route, you had just to push the leap suit person in the fire. Yep, that is completely true. But so you're right, yeah. It is indeed the common route where our Takumi gets thrown into the fire. Like that, Hiroko still keeps with Darumi even in this route. In the killing game, it's because Darumi doesn't have anyone closer to go back to on the sunlight. Yeah. It makes sense for Hiroko to feel this way. Actually, because of her bond with Darumi. Yeah, it would have helped you destroy those devices. There aren't that many of them, so there's no need for us to send a huge group. I think Takumi was just trying to be considerate when he decided to go alone. Didn't want to ruin our plans for the Hump Day party. That's why we did it. But at the end, the Hump Day party was cancelled. Huh? You and Hiroko are gone. There's no point in doing it without you. I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. No, you had something to deal with. Although I guess you don't need forgiveness from this degenerate trash heap. But I'm seething. If you want my forgiveness, you'll have to play Russian roulette with me. He and Darumi say that brought tears to my eyes. And me at first, I saw her last night. Here she was, right here in front of me, alive. Couldn't stop the emotion from surging inside of me as I thought about it. Hey, don't look at me like that. It's like a mental state. Okay, then let all of us enjoy some Russian roulette. Ava, do you know what Russian roulette is? Yes, of course. Miss Kawana can just swoop up the wheel so it goes full tilt. Miss Dame et Messieurs, place your bets. Oh, for the love of murder. Thanks to Eito's cover story, Hiroko and I weren't questioned any further. Everyone ate breakfast together and left the cafeteria. Only ones left behind were Hiroko, Eito, and myself. Sorry about that, Eito. Thanks for the help. Yes, thanks to you, we somehow managed to explain our way out of things. Why the story? Takumi, you vanished right before the Hump Day party, right? I thought if I didn't say anything, everyone would get upset and go looking for you. Then your clandestine activities would be interrupted. I said what I said to peace, everybody. Do you know what we were doing last night? Nothing specific. Had a vague notion you might be leaping to another timeline, though. Told Eito about the pearl leaping, by the way. Well, I don't know about your little secrets.
No better than anyone that your objective is to keep everyone alive. That's why you covered for us. Told you before, right? I'll do everything it takes to regain your trust. That's why I came up with that story.
Fair enough. After you go to my room, then I start my usual rounds. Free time! Let's go. Who are we still doing? We're all in the school this time. We haven't split up, so I should go for Ava since she's kind of rare. Or no, I should look to see first if Ato's available somewhere. Cause I think he might be now. Okay, he's not now, but let's go to the rec room and give Ava something. Couple would actually be good. I haven't been grinding on materials, so yeah, I'm kinda stuck for things. I need to just go do a quick exploration mission soon. Ah, Mascodal on its paper. I don't think there's anything here she likes that I can actually make. Whoopsie. Yeah, this is very scuffed. I know. This guy's only headphones. So he has a limousine. I'll give Crowder the limousine because I know she likes that. So I'll just do that and we'll see what happens. Let's give Romer a limousine and then the next free time I'll go explore. Unless Ato's available? Still don't even know if he is able to talk in this timeline. If it's still only locked to like the prologue. That's entirely possible. I just hard to tell. Alright, yeah, let's find the limousine again. Wait, I give it to Ava! Oops! Wrong one.
I like it.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I got the bond up anyway! Yay! Hope you like the limousine.
Are you wondering if I still have memories of my time as a commander? I truly had no idea I used to be your enemy. I do remember some other things, though. Like how I used to be known as the Paragon of Nature. A title bestowed upon me by God himself. I was born with the ability to do battle. People like me are given a divine title. To unleash our abilities, we must transform into our battle form. It makes us one with God. I fought against the SDU using that power, did I not? But I never wanted to fight. My head. I'm sorry. I always get terrible headaches whenever I try to remember the past. Please, excuse me.
Aww.
Huh?
Had a feeling you were here. We don't need to arrange meetings anymore, do we? If we have something to talk about, we can just come here. Does that sound good? I nodded. By the way, have you looked at your device yet? Not yet. What? Don't care when we'll get our next Liver Mortis code. Not really, it's just... Look now, I'll be surprised. Experience knows to play and... Are you serious? Oh, day 74. That's a long ways away. We still haven't gone to the zombie timeline to knock out Takumi, though. Day 74. When's that gonna be? Huh. What timeline could that be? Yes, that's the next time the Blood Spice waves will be surged. That's more than 20 days from now. That's right. Liver Mortis codes we know right now are Tsubasa 2, 808, Maruko 0. They forgot to change it to Gaku in the localization. Kako 9, Shioma 3, and as you saw last night, Darumi 5. That's a total of 6. But we need 9 codes in all. So we need to wait until day 74 until we can go find the other 3. Unfortunately, you're still not quite right. It's likely impossible we'll be able to get any on day 74. We only have 30 minutes to leap on that day. It takes longer than that to get from the lab to the school. Even if we sprint, it's just not possible. Yuko nodded with a deep sigh. When do the blood space waves increase after that? It's not on the device yet, so we have no idea. Oh, so we're actually kind of stuck. We can't get any more right now. Either way, our goal stays the same. We need to get to the artificial satellite as soon as possible. Whether that ends up happening on day 80 or day 90. Well, even if we leave with only 10 days left, it beats being stuck here. And let's stay focused, Takumi. For now, we continue with our school routine as usual until day 74. Things will be fine. Don't worry about the defensive battles. We know exactly who will attack us and when. At the very least, we can be sure no one's going to die permanently on the battlefield. Oh wait, no, when we knock out Takumi in the zombie timeline. That's just in the other choice, if we do the serial killer choice. Yeah. Of course, I'm not gonna let them. I'll protect them on the battlefield or anywhere else. Well said, Captain. I expect great things from you. The artificial satellite suspended in the night sky seemed just a bit further away than usual. But I couldn't let things get me down. Near my eyes and cast a sharp gaze at the satellite and its cold glint. Ah, skipping some days. For 4 days, I lived out my life at the school like I always did as per Hiriko's advice. I laughed and trained with everyone, and sometimes got into arguments too. Well, I didn't experience any serious issues. The time ticked away in relative peace. There was nothing we could do about the little Mortis coast until the blood space waves peaked again. I allowed myself to temporarily forget about that and focus on living as normal a life as possible. Day 56 came to an end. Day 57 will soon be upon us. Day of the next enemy attack. Day 57. Yeah, now it's like term Tommy, right? Is that around set? You've all drilled the details of your next foe into your heads, right? Oh, it's not Turn Tommy, we've already done that. The commander's name is Zendaya, right? Ah, yes, Zendaya. Excuse me, are you stupid or something? It's Zanzibar. You're both wrong, it's Zenta. And she has the ability to make copies of people. Okay, no idea what the ability did for her the first time I went through all this. Found myself almost slipping up and telling her, but stopped myself just in time. That's like a real pain in the ass. It's fine, you're nothing to worry about. This time, Zenta will show up with her factory settings, for lack of better words. What does that mean? You must have been trying to explain that Zenta would show up as herself, rather than a copy of one of us. Anyway, the doubt she'll be more of a problem than any other commander. So long as we're careful not to go get copied, we should be able to implement these. Or so Siri Nigo had told me yesterday. Yes, exactly. So true, she got it word for word. And then make I be here again. Right after our wake-up call. Although we disabled the announcement for today.
Oh,
why is that? You're all up already. There's really no sense in playing the announcement. Nigo had barely finished speaking when it started.
Intrude.
I don't think I'll ever get used to this alarm. You'll be fine. Let's take my twins are by your side. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's do this. Special defense unit, move out. More fighting. Me, 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 me. We're going to war. We're going to war.
That's one problem dealt with.
Now we just have to defeat their commander, Zendaya.
Told you, it's Zanzibar!
It's Zenta! Never mind her name. We must simply kill her.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here I come!
And we win.
I am Zenta, the paragon of harmony. Even if my flesh is destroyed here, my soul shall live on eternally, and it will destroy you all.
Okay, bye-bye. Just found where something strange happened to Zenta's body. Oh yeah, she explodes again. splintered all over and burst into tiny pieces, disappearing in a plume of smoke.
What was that?
Did she self-destruct? I think she did.
That bitch couldn't fight for shit.
Yeah, she wasn't worth getting sick over.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Exactly. We managed to defeat her.
Everyone nodded in sync, though they all seemed dumbfounded by the abrupt end to the battle.
By the way, how did you like my moves, everyone?
I saw signs of effort, but it was nothing to write home about.
Ava's being defensive. She's being territorial. Grr, their praise is mine. Grr.
Ava, why are you so hard on me?
Because you irritate me.
Aw.
Right to the bone with that one.
Anyway, since we've won our fight, why don't we do our thing?
Yeah, let's do the chant again.
You're not usually so eager, Shoma.
Sorry. I went and opened my gaping sewer hole of a mouth.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Hey, snap out of it, Takumi. That's your cue.
Oh, right. Ready? Go!
Special Defense Unit, best in the world, indestructible and undefeated. Never lose, never yield. Special Defense Unit, fight on!
And so ended our defensive battle. Our next attack would be on day 63. We find if we could just keep this up, we had nothing to worry about. Patted each other on the shoulders and returned to the school with a spring in our step. We're really raking in the BP now. We still have an attack for Krora to buy, but she's just... We need the materials for that, and I need to grind for that first. Either way, we're skipping a lot of days. 62 now. Not the day of the attack, just the day before. Another 4 days passed quietly. Like the calm after a storm, nothing exciting happened. If I had to mention something, guess it would be that the spice blend in Kurata's curry was extra hot. It upset Shuma's stomach, leading to a somewhat explosive situation. I had to do some thorough cleaning afterwards. Other than that, nothing of serious significance happened. Days went by almost too peacefully. So I was starting to forget about the Liver Mortis codes. If things kept going like this, there may be no real reason to go looking for them after all. Got the feeling we might be able to manage the last 38 days without doing anything too special. As long as I kept holding strong against the enemy attacks, anyway. We're due for another battle soon, tomorrow in the morning of day 63. It's okay, things will turn out fine for us again. I assured myself, crawled into bed and fell asleep. Yeah, we did nothing here. We could have just skipped this one too. Yeah, okay. Whatever. We could already get through this, I guess. It's all the information there is on the enemy. Doesn't seem like there will be any commander this time. So we're just gonna fight a bunch of weaklings. That's right. It's hardly even a real battle. Nevertheless, it won't be without its challenges. Challenges? The cat and father they sent this time, they talk. I'll scream for help or call for the mothers as they attack. That does sound challenging. What's the big deal? Is it more fun to kill them when they're crying for their mommies? Yes, that is the greatest pleasure. No, Ava, no, that's so gross for you, knowing your story. Oh, for the love of murder. There's something seriously wrong with you two. You don't want to talk. Should we just avoid listening to them? How do you do that? Oh, you could yell over them, and if we're all screaming, we'll drown them out. What should we yell? If we just make noises, we might still hear what they're saying. Then why don't we yell in multiplication tables? Multiplication table? It's pretty basic math. You're out of school after all. That's a great idea. Let's give it a shot. Yes! Truly, an ingenious scheme that I, Kyoshika Magadori, will be able to execute with utmost precision. I think I can tell where this is going. And then it happened.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Defense.
I'm guessing we're just mostly gonna be skipping through until we get to day 74. Well, look until we finally decide to show the ugly mugs. Okay guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out.
I don't want to fight!
Help me! It's true. I can hear them. I can hear them talking. Ah, I cannot get enough of this. It's making me hot and bothered. I cannot believe I get to kill them while listening to their pathetic cries.
Ava, no.
It feels amazing, doesn't it? Let's just ignore those two.
Everybody else, stick to the plan. Here goes. Starting with 2.
2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
2 times 4 is...
No.
51!
I saw it coming from a mile away.
Mommy! Save me!
Aw, Kioshka.
We finished with them before we were even done with 6.
We're not done yet. There's another wave.
Guess I'm gonna have to face the challenge of the 7 times table.
Dude, don't tell me you can't do math either.
Shut up! 7 is easy peasy.
7 is one of the harder ones. I'll give him that. When I was in like 5th grade, I struggled with that one.
Anyway, just ignore what they're saying, guys. Here goes.
Like 7 and 8 and 6, those are the tricky ones. And 7 especially because that's like an odd number. It kind of jumps between odd and even, so it's harder to keep track.
Help me!
Not like this!
Yeah! Take that, you freaking small fry!
That was a piece of cake.
Oh, are we done already?
I kind of wish there were more.
Absolutely not. I've had quite enough of multiplication.
Kioshka fucking killing herself the moment she starts reaching times 4.
If another wave shows up, we'll have to start multiplying double-digit numbers.
No! Please!
Yeah, that cannot be worse for Kioshka. Everyone bursts into laughter.
Anyway, seeing as we won, right, it's time.
Take it away, Captain.
Got it. Ready? Go!
Yay!
Special.
Yep. 37 days left. I felt sure things were really gonna work out. We just had to keep going. But unbeknownst to me, somewhere in the shadows, things were starting to come apart. Little by little, it would start to gnaw at us. Oh no. Now things are gonna go wrong. Day 64. 65. 66. That's where things are gonna start falling apart. Over the past 2 days, everyone had gotten less communicative. Whenever someone did speak up, it was to make fun of someone or to make a cutting remark. It was anything like our usual joking. There's no affection to it. Seemed like everyone just wanted to take out their frustrations on the people around them. Didn't know why it was happening, but we had been living together in the same place for over 65 days. Seemed natural enough that all the stress that I've been building up might come out as resentment. Yeah, when we've got nothing else going on. The matter of the little Mortis Coast is still on hold. Hirko and I had to decide which time we would jump to on day 74. I only have 30 minutes anyway. Couldn't get to the school for the lab back again in such a short time. Still, it felt like a waste to let one of our rare opportunities to slip by. That's why Hirko and I were at a loss about what to do on that day. Today was day 66. We're about to pass the 2/3 mark. 1/3 of our time here left. I hoped we wouldn't run into any serious issues. Things don't always work out. My expectations will be crushed the very next morning. No! 67. It's all gonna go wrong. Went to the cafeteria to get breakfast. As soon as I walked in, I heard screaming. Oh?
Hey, Tor, you were making something real loud with your boss in the garage last night. Loud? Don't play dumb with me. Shoma saw you. It's true. It was at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was wandering to school because I couldn't sleep when I saw both of them making something. Something that looked like a gun. A gun? I guess there's no point in hiding it. Yes, I have a gun. I'm gonna kill all of you. This is what I made. A beam gun that generates a special electromagnetic pulse. Just a toy, though. It's harmless to the human body. I have to put the barrel to his temple and pull the trigger. Then he dies. No. See? Well, that was an interesting way to describe it. Harmless to the human body. Then what does it harm?
Doesn't harm anything. It's really just a toy. Ato's teaching me about how the different parts come together.
Oh. Right, Tsubasa is the one who actually assembled it. I did a lot of reading while I was confined. That's where I learned how to make it. I just shared what I learned.
Why would you waste your time on a silly little toy? Just keep it down.
I don't want Siri and Nico to find out.
That's even more suspicious. I believe you, Ato. Oh, it's actually, if we're gonna escape with the satellites, then we kind of do need to take care of them, wouldn't we? There's always just the scariest characters in a mystery. And what do you know about mysteries? The mere fact you rely on assumptions about the genre shows what an amateur you are. Shut up, you nasty brat. I played dozens of mystery and adventure games. I'll play them all to death.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there, Miss Amamiya. Nobody talks about dear sister like that.
Please, everyone, calm down.
Ava, I'd appreciate it if you kept your thoughts to yourself. You are a prisoner, in case you forgot.
No, don't be mean to her. That's not fair. Ava's our friend. Well, aren't we blessed? Goody Two-Shoes has weighed in with another heroic opinion. Aren't you embarrassed? Your mask is the most embarrassing thing in the room.
And it smells like poop.
I was so sweet to you, traitor. Sheesh, man, that's the problem with girls.
Egad, unabashed sexism.
You're all time giving so lame. Yeah, she had a pipe up. You wanna go? Come on, get it, loser.
No. Shut up. All of you, knock it off.
Hirko shouted at the top of her lungs. The room immediately fell silent. Unabashed sexism. Just curious to go with the plain reaction to that. I don't know what it is. That specific line, just not even, hey, that's sexist. That's just, whoa, you're going. That's just plain sexism. It's I don't know. I just find it quirky.
I'll hold on to that beam gun of yours.
Hirko held out her hand and Ato gave her the gun.
I'll be the one who decides if this is really just a toy. Everybody, be quiet and behave until then. You guys aren't yourselves right now. Something's very wrong. Go back to your rooms and cool off. Understood?
Must be the work of an enemy stand. Uh-oh, Mommy's angry. Yep. The rest of the day, everyone did as they were told, shutting themselves in their rooms and never coming out. Now we've been grounded. Hiriko's grounded us. The sun set as we stayed inside. When it was dark out, someone suddenly opened my door. It was Hiriko.
Had an update about the beam gun from this morning. I wonder if maybe it had some kind of switch somewhere that I would enable and disable it. That's why I examined it, but there wasn't anything of it to the sort.
So it really is just a toy?
It was right that it was harmless to the human body, at least. It couldn't hurt anyone with this.
Took the gun from Hiriko and looked it over. It felt solid and heavy. But it's not meant to, like, kill Siri or an invader? I thought that would be the idea. There's definitely something mechanical inside, but nothing happened when I pulled the trigger. All it did was play a tiny, cheap sound effect.
So now we know Ato and Tsubasa were telling the truth. That's not the real issue here, is it?
The beam gun is only a catalyst. There's a ton of resentment building up inside of everyone, waiting to go off. It's just happened to be the spark that started the fire.
If you know that's the problem, why didn't you say anything this morning? It's your job to keep everyone calm and mediate between them.
I guess so, but
I'm sure everyone is just exhausted. They spent 66 days living under serious pressure.
whatever it is, something has to change. Next defensive battle is day 72. We have to do something before then. Hiriko fell into deep thought. Her gaze wandered. Shortly after, she pressed her fingers through her long hair and looked straight at me.
Takumi, this may sound harsh, but it's your fault and things ended up this way too. I acted a little too distant from everyone in this timeline. I know. I've done this loop 146 times. There were timelines where you were a lot more proactive about integrating with the group. In those timelines, the others admired you more than they do now. They never would have fought like they did today. Their captain was an anchor to them, and that strengthened their unity. That doesn't mean those timelines were perfect. You lost a lot of people in them. This isn't my first time saying it, but this timeline is a real miracle. Nobody's died, and Ava and Ato are on our side. You need to treasure this timeline, this experience you have here, the time you get to spend here.
But Takumi has been spending time with them for like weeks now. Come on now. He has been working on it.
Ultimately, that's what will lead to unity and harmony among the team.
Hiriko quietly left the room. Couldn't move. She was right. There's no doubt about that. Her words weighed heavy on me, sinking into the pit of my stomach. But I couldn't just stand there and dwell on it. already knew what I had to do. I think I need to think to fix this. Close my face as I murmured, trying to encourage myself. It's time for a talent show. We're gonna host a quirky little talent show to get everyone together and unite. Aton's boss telling the truth. Beam gun is just a toy. Everyone passed the gun around. They each had a turn to inspect it, nodding when they were done.
Oh.
What is it? What did you even want this for? There's a picture of this beam gun in one of the books that I read while I was locked up. Found the shape and design appealing. That's all.
Anyway, now that we know, I'm going to give this back to Tsubasa. Me? You're the one who made it, right? You can give it back to Ato, but I think it would put everyone on edge. With a moment of hesitation, Tsubasa slowly reached out and took the gun.
Jeez, everybody's still suspicious of me, huh?
That's not it. Everyone's just kind of unbalanced right now. The little things have them jumping at shadows. That's gonna end today. Let's wash all these feelings of attention away and leave them behind for good. Wash them away? How? With a talent show. With a pool party, almost. Almost. Goodness, it's one of those night pools I've heard so much about. No. So we're gonna go out together in the pool at night. Colorful lights everywhere. Having an evening of debauchery and hedonism, aren't we? It's not night time, and it's not any of that other stuff either, but sure. Are you serious? Is that so crazy? Oh, we're gonna get the fan service CG. Tell me, did you do all this? Well, they had a little help. From me. It's our fault the hump day party got cancelled, right? So anyway, this is an apology for that. Don't worry about swimsuits. We made sure to get them for all of you. Hold on a minute. You got to swim here? Told you, we need to wash all the negativity away. Takumi, we're allergic to water.
You meant that literally?
Exactly, this is a dream. You know exactly what the people want. Nope, nope. Actually, we should ban Gaku from this. We should not be letting him be in here.
Me, what you want? What about Siri and Ego?
Of course I got their permission.
If things stay as tense as they have been, it will hinder the mission. I can't have that. So you get special permission.
I'm allergic to water. Oh, yeah.
Everybody needs a break sometimes. But don't forget to keep it in your pants.
Yep. No naughty stuff. We can't have any fluids in the pool. Yoshika, that also means you need to keep your pants on.
I would never expose myself at the pool. Oh, for the love of murder.
We're gonna see everyone's swimsuits. Yay. Because we haven't seen everyone. We've only seen a couple from the coming of age road. Well, everyone griped and complained. They ended up changing the swimsuits we bought for them. So began our Paradise Pool Palooza. Yay! Ava! I love the army's fit. Red with the mesh. Kara's still the same. Swa's still the same. Ava's kind of basic. Shoma's funky. Takimaru's just in the back. Hiriko's in her same one, and so's Kyoshika. Oh, I like Kako's. Yugabu's in a Speedo, of course he is. And Ima is in like a full suit. Sure. I had a feeling all the cleaning was just to cover up how embarrassed everyone felt. It took less than 5 seconds in the water for them to start shouting excitement. Pretty soon they all had playful smiles on their faces. Everyone forgot themselves in childlike wonder. Playing like kids, I was right there with them. I joined conversations without hesitation and went crazy and involved with them. All of that strain and tension vanished in an instant. Everyone's faces looked so earnestly bright and happy, with droplets of water flying through the air. I memorized every last detail of the scene. I took in every passing moment and seared it into my brain. I never wanted to forget them. I never wanted to lose them. Clear splashes of water all around me. Everyone's joyous laughter echoed in the pool, drowning out the sound of water. That was nice. A quick short one.
Huh?
Oh, 69. That means you get the rock
We're going
music.
to do what we did yesterday all over again today?
Again?
Well, the plan's a little different.
A rock show for day 69. Oh, I get the festival. What is this?
Could it be a festival? I've heard of these. Young men and women go crazy, chanting as they dance wild and free around a watchtower. It's gathering a wild abandon and artistic expression to release pent-up desires, isn't it?
Ava, where do you get this stuff? Wish Ava was actually having fun. It's sad seeing these wholesome scenes that she's brainwashed. Yeah, I think that's very sore to see that this is just how she's treated. She really isn't allowed to be a part of the group without being brainwashed. Absolutely not. You're right about it being a festival, though. Wow, this is amazing. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. All right, you've never been to a festival before. That's right, I'm so touched. Takumi and Hiriko, what did you do all this? Well, I did about a quarter of the work. The rest was all Takumi. Takumi, you look like crap with all those dark circles around your eyes. Yeah, I was up all night working on this. You're crazy, man. Ah, the pool yesterday was cool, but this is peak. Well, it makes the most is hearing Gaku's compliments. So this whole thing up based on what Gaku did in my timeline, after all. And that's how the festival is personally. But they worked so hard to please us. It would be a waste not to enjoy yourself. She's right, Army. Don't think of it as just a festival. Think of it as a dark carnival. Oh, why'd you say so? And I'm feeling it. Whoop up. Yeah, I guess whatever that means. Anyway, let's have a blast together, guys. What's with this music? It's ridiculously out of place. And then Sir Nico showed up. I was trying to do a rock climb today. And you went and set up this folksy thing instead. Could you made it more like a modern music festival? I can see you put in a lot of effort, though. I'll give you what I want. Literally, the only word she was brainwashed, and we got to know where his character was killing him. Yep. And that's so disappointing. Because I only just barely got that, and after that, nothing. It sucks. Wait just 1 second. Two of them disappeared. Some time passed, and then... Ah, here we go. Is this the same theme, just with... It's the same leitmotif. Yeah, it is. Cute. That's more like it. It's the kind of song you need for a festival. Let's get this party started. Everybody cut loose and have fun. So we get a fabulous, frolicsome festival fiesta. Same CG, yeah. Festival was alive with activity. The air was filled with the sounds of happy chatter all around me. Everywhere I looked, I saw radiant smiles. There wasn't a slightest hint of gloom on these happy faces. After the festivities, Korara started cooking. She made the Osuzuki family's special curry recipe, handed down through the generations. Killer gave her true personality is motherly. Taking Nozomi has a daughter. Yeah. Taking Nozomi has a daughter. Yeah, exactly. And that's just kind of the only thing we have, unfortunately. It was so popular that we had to line up for it. Before long, we ate every last drop. After we were done eating, it was Gaku's turn to entertain us. Gaku climbed to the top of the tower, got out the DJ equipment, showed his skills on the turntable. The rest of us danced to the rhythm, wild and free, went crazy chanting and singing. And not his usual boring folk music. Spider flew, sweating so hard we practically melted away. We continued to dance around the watchtower all night long. Day 70. When I woke up, the sky was already dusky. Must have reached my limit after staying up all night and partying for 2 days straight. Left my room and got ready for the day. By the time I was done, it was completely dark. Almost time for dinner. Heard the cafeteria announced my plan for the evening to everyone. But you have to be kidding. I got to the rooftop for fireworks. Yep, sparklers, Roman candles, aerial fireworks. I got them all in my room. Takumi, don't people usually space out these kind of events?
I gotta read your mind to go 3 days in a row.
Honestly, bro, I'm all for it. Honestly, a pole festival weren't quite enough for me anyway. Oh yeah, Gaku loves parties. That's his thing. How does a break like you have such a taste for parties? Hey, seriously? Well, that was what our captain wants. I suppose we have no real reason to refuse. You're seriously doing this?
Oh, damn.
Trying to twist my arm, I guess. Despite their complaining, the smiles on their faces betray their true feelings. Then it's on.
Siri Nico, what are you doing here?
Oh, get the Siri theme. You need adult supervision to play with fire. We just here as chaperones. Are you older than 18, Siri? Aren't you like a robot?
Over the love of murder. Made us do a lot worse than lights and fireworks.
But they're just being coy. She wanted to join us, didn't you? At the pool and the festival. Absolutely not. Not at all, not at all. You guys can hang tonight. Let's lose our freaking minds.
Doesn't it feel like something's missing?
I take my mask, aren't you? I just can't see the fireworks with it on, that's all. That's why I left it in my room. You're so embarrassed, don't look. Kai, don't need to wear that mask. You didn't see that because you think it stinks, right? Like poop, right? No, that's not it. I just think it's a waste of a very cute face, personally. Huh? Oh, Kurara froze, lost for words. Her face is as red as a ripe tomato. Yeah, you're cute, Kurara. I think there's been a misunderstanding. I was talking about Kurara's mask. Come to mention it, we are missing some people. 4 of them. Hiriko, Moko, Ima, and Ava. Where the hell are they? Everyone looks around. Just then, the missing 4 showed up.
Oh.
Sorry we're late.
No.
Take us down and explain what we're doing. Explain.
We have a surprise guest for everyone tonight. So ready for us now. Introducing our special guest for the evening. Oh, Fire Boy. Fire Baby. Shion. Shion.
Yeah, Shion.
Everyone called out his name in surprise. What's going on? I said everybody know his name. We met him plenty of times before.
Yeah, well, you're busy trying to knock up Hiriko.
In other words, while we were jumping to other timelines. And making babies, Takumi. And making babies. That's not what we were doing. Anyway, that's how they know him. She was blushing. And when they found out yesterday at the festival, heard it from Moko Imaneva.
It's not as she brings Shion to the festival since it was such a big event.
Furus left the gym to ask him to come, but can't think of it. The 4 of them had disappeared for a while the night before. Sirei Niga wouldn't allow me to come. Oh yeah, because they're the ones who weren't present in the... I was wondering, because they were reusing the CG. The writers said that they'd be the ones missing to go and ask him because they're missing from the CG. Clever, because they're dead in that timeline. And besides, I'm not a real special defense unit member. I didn't want to get in the way of your fun. Tyler refused again tonight. He was hesitant to come to this. But I managed to convince him, and now here he is. Shiela, don't listen to a word I say. You're wasting his energy.
Just summoning an avatar like this uses up strength.
What's this about idea after all?
Obviously.
Obviously, it's fine. Shion is as much a member of the Special Defense Unit as any of us. He's our 17th member. Hiriko refuses to deny any accusations. Yes, exactly. She wants to be impregnated by him. Just a fact. If he dies, we all die. If we die, he dies. Destinies are intertwined. He's one of us, an important comrade. If you're gonna disrespect one of our friends like that, well, you already know what I can do. I sent a sharp glare towards Sireniga. 2 of them were clearly rattled by it. Takumi. Alright, if you're going to go that far, you can have it your way. But just for tonight.
Be grateful for the Honorable Series magnanimous treatment.
Thank you both, and you too, Takumi. Sincerely. Nodded with a grin. Soon everyone else was smiling with me.
I'll get this show on the road.
The fireworks are in your room, right, Takumi?
Let's go get them.
So began our Special Defense Unit Shining Fireworks Shindig. Aww. Oh, that's a new one. I remember the team was there. Hiriko, Nozomi, Moko, Tsubasa, the Tsuguma twins, Gaku, Shioma, Takamaru, Kurara, Darumi, Kyoshika. Even Yugamo was having a blast with everybody. Aww. We had our 2 commanding officers with us too. And Eva and Eito, who were once hostile to us, were joining in on the fun. But last but not least, there was Shion. 19, including me, all of us alive and well. We'd gone through so much hardship in the last 70 days, fighting to survive. It's a true miracle. I took it all in, reveling in the joy in my heart. A long time ago, someone once said that life and fireworks aren't all that different. For a brief moment, they shine brightly, then they disappear into the dark. People struggle and strive to create a spark, all for that fleeting moment. That's what makes life so beautiful. Every word of what was said rang true to me. Who wants to live forever? Being trapped in an infinite loop was a curse. I was going to break free. I was going to end this. Adventure into the future that started from day 101. For all my friends, I get older with the passage of time and eventually die. One day, my firework would sizzle out. This is going to be the last time I live through this war. I'd never experience these 100 days again. The thought made my heart swell. The instantaneous flash, the spark vanishing into the darkness. The flicker of the decaying embers were all breathtakingly beautiful. Wait, is that Darumi and Ava chasing down Kurara in the back? I didn't even notice. That was a brilliant CG. I wish I looked more at it. I should have done that. But okay, one more day until the attack. 3-day party binge finally ended yesterday. Next day attack would be tomorrow, day 72. Couldn't keep up with the merriment forever. Need to switch gears. I was done with the breakfast and back to my room. I headed back out to make my rounds. Okay. Let's do some exploring in that case. Unless Eito? No. Eito still being a poopy butthole. Being exploration. What should we focus on? We should focus on textiles. There you go.
Move out!
Textiles kind of what we need right now. We have barely any of those. Coast. Hold on. What's there? Okay. Let's take the 2. Rainbow feather.
Did it.
Where's the star in this one? Actually, I forget. I forget. I need to watch out for those. Oh, it's down there south. Okay. It'll be a short while. Rainbow feather. Pirate flag. Wow, we're banking a lot of these. Nothing happened. Nothing ever happens. Expensive
I found a little something. I found a little something.
Yeah, this is taking no time at all.
This looks like a rare one.
Finest fabric. 43 damage. Whoopsie. I jinxed it. Now we're gonna screw up, and now we're getting a battle.
Yes! Say when.
This should do it.
My turn. Here. Let's go. Ready when you are. Let's go. Here we go.
This looks good.
Only 30? Oh, I guess it's a rock, which is kind of nice. I kind of do want those, but the army is dead now. Let's see how much cloth we can get now. Ah, almost got another Pirate King's flag. Oh, band rejection. Okay, fine. Let's go up. 46 damage. We're kind of in dangerous territory right now. Oh! Do I dare? Do I dare try to collect more? Tiger Prince shirt!
I found a little something.
One more time. Ah, yes! There we go. That's what we need.
I found a little something.
Now get rid of the pebble. And now I'm satisfied with ending it.
We're done here.
Could've gone a bit more, but I'm not risking it for just that tiny bit more. Yep, more than 1,000. That's enough to last us for a while now. Until we get like max spawns, I think.